Previously on Another Dumb Show.
You don't always have the kids in the morning, stuff like that. Your kids are older now.
Yeah,
they
my
don't go
kids
to
are older,
daycare or school
No.
really. That you drop. Well, they go to school, but
Yeah.
they're not. You're not
They don't go to
dropping
school.
one off. Well, my point is, there's another kid that got left in a car and died. A mom was 5-year-old kid died after being left in the car for hours. I guess the mom was preparing for a birthday party for another kid, and you know how you are. You're rushing around, you're doing all this stuff. You know, you got your kid in the back. You're running around. You get to the house. You got to bring all this stuff in. You're running load after load. Kid's probably asleep, and then she just takes a load in and forgets the kid sleeping back there. And it turns out that kid died in the car. I just some people they have this kind of like they act like they're so holier than thou and that this couldn't happen. It could happen to anyone. It's like. I don't know how anybody, like people say, how could you ever forget your kid? Because you're human and kids sleep. And if it's not part of your norm, we are all creatures of habit. So it's just completely ridiculous to me. Anytime I see these headlines like this one, this guy. So that happened. The kid died. Where was that at? What that tweet say?
Harris County. I'm sorry.
I don't know what county, what state's that in. Is that in North Carolina?
I thought this was.
Here is, let's see, Texas.
Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, it says Texas right on there.
Well, sadly, that
It's hot
happened.
as hell down there. 5 minutes in a car. Yeah,
101 degrees, I think is what they said. Yeah, she realized it was about 2 or 3 hours later that the mother realized her son was still buckled into the car seat, according to the police. And that was it. The kid was dead on the scene. It's
sad.
unclear if the mother's going to face charges. But in Georgia, there's a guy. Remember the guy Ross Harris? He actually just strangely, sadly coincident, in a weird coincidence, his 22-month-old son died in a similar situation, a hot car death.
Oh, geez.
But this guy went to jail for it because they said that he was we used to send dick pics to other chicks. They're saying that essentially he was he killed the kid to get out of his marriage. So he ended up being put in jail for it. And as I believe today's Wednesday, yeah, they overturned the murder conviction. Is today? What is today? Tuesday? So is it last week that they overturned it? So no, today. So they overturned the murder conviction of Ross Harris. So he is going to be out of jail. The jury, and the reason they said that they're going to let him out now is because the jury heard and saw an extensive amount of improperly admitted evidence, which is, like I'd mentioned, lewd photographs of his penis. They were actually, the jury was given full-page color photographs of this guy's penis.
I got a photo of him.
I'm
sorry, of him.
So that's him in court. And then there's pictures of him. You can see him when he was with his kids, too. I think I put a couple of those in there, but the kid that ended up passing away.
Yeah, I'm sure I did that one.
But
So sad.
I'm actually glad that this guy's getting out because I don't think wanting to bang some other chick means you want to kill your kid. I think those are two. I mean, they're very explicitly different things. I don't even know how they could get wrapped together. I mean, it's just yes, a kid died and it's horrible, but how do you make that leap to go from one to the other? I find that to be a little bit ridiculous. 844 hit dumb. That's 844-448-3862. Yeah, you can see him there.
Looking family.
That's
man.
a cute little family, right? So I mean,
And
kid
to
is so
think,
cute.
it doesn't mean that he just because he was trying to get some strange. It does not mean that he wanted to murder his kid. I don't even understand why wouldn't you just get the divorce? Like, you know what I mean? I understand child support's a bitch, but I mean, does he make that much money? Is his life going to be that completely ruined? I'm glad that guy's out. I don't think he did it on purpose. I didn't believe. I remember that story when it came out at the time, and I really didn't believe that it was going to go that long.
like that is a crazy thought to think that his dick pics is what got him out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That's because like you start sending.
Well,
that
it got
message.
him into trouble at first,
yeah,
but now
it
it then got him out of it. I guess
It brought the light to his case, and then the actual dick pic got him out of jail. That's to me that blows my mind.
It's actually a very good point.
So he didn't serve any time for just the negligence or anything?
I'm wondering if I just closed the story, but I believe that might be a time served kind of thing. So, hi, you're on another dumb show. It's you. Oh, they hung. There you go. Hi, you're on another dumb show. It's you.
Hey, Dom, how you doing?
Good. Who's this?
This is Doug.
Doug, what's up, dude?
Cincinnati.
Doug, what's going on, man?
Hey, you're talking about the kid that died in the car, right?
Yes.
Which
Bill?
one? Sorry.
I might be a little behind. I don't know. I don't know how this YouTube works.
You're
But,
good.
I think that I hate to be cynical, but I believe that a lot of those parents do it on purpose because of this. In the wintertime, wouldn't you say it's just as dangerous to leave your child in the car?
Well, depending on the weather. I mean, below 32, below 40, I suppose. Yeah, I guess.
How often is the weather so much colder and more deadly, and you don't hear about it in the wintertime?
Well, I think it's actually.
It doesn't happen.
Well, you're kind of answering your own question. I believe that the intense heat inside of a car, it skyrockets versus it doesn't plunge lower inside of a car. In fact, the car probably adds a little insulation to the outer elements, when in fact in the summer it does just the opposite. It enhances the outer effect. It gets hotter, and I think it once you hit
you hear about these parents. I mean, they leave their kid in the car for 10 or 12 hours. They go to work. They're at their lunch break. They go to their car and get something out of the car. And
well, that's my point.
At the end of the day, it's like
the kids
in
aren't.
In the wintertime, I think it would kill a child too.
Well, if we're talking below, zero, below, like I think you have to hit a threshold because, and again, it just goes back to the car is actually helping the kids in winter a little bit, but in summer,
I'm not saying they're all like that, but I think that it's a common thing. And I think someone sees it and says, "Hey, these parents are not getting in trouble for this stuff," and it gives them a bug in their ear. You don't hear about it happening in the wintertime, and it should happen if the parents are really forgetting their kids on purpose. It should happen. You should hear about it at least once.
Well, yeah. I understand your point, but I think it's just it's just a weather thing essentially. I really truly believe that's what it is because in the car when it starts getting to I think I can't remember what degree it is, but you actually hit like some threshold where inside the car it actually skyrockets once you hit a certain point. And
right.
a kid's brain actually starts to boil within like minutes. I mean, literally minutes. So, and it's the thing that's happening is it's irreparable. If you know what I mean, they have brain damage or they die basically. When it comes to the cold, it almost acts different. It's slowing everything down. They're not in cold water. I understand hypothermia. People die. People do die when they get stranded on the side of the road, I guess, in the winter. If they go hiking, you hear about that kind of stuff. Yeah. So maybe Doug does have a point. Maybe they're because I don't remember any winter baby left in car deaths.
I'm still with the stance. It's not a good idea to leave a kid in the car. I mean,
well, of
just
course
bottom line.
No shit, Larry. Thank you for that astute observation.
I don't know why we're arguing whether it's better if it's cold or hot. Like, what the fuck?
No, we're not arguing that. He's saying that, and Doug, thank you. He's saying that because the implication with this guy Ross, who now has been headed overturned, they said he killed his kid because he wanted to be out of the relationship with his wife. Right. Okay. Doug's point, who was just on the phone, is that, well, wait a minute. If there are people, he believes there are actually people out there killing their kids on purpose. That's what Doug says. So he believes they're taking the one story they hear in the news, do a copycat version of it, right? And then they're doing that. He's saying, why are we not hearing the winter ones if we're hearing so many of these? Why are the copycats not copying catting in winter if it's actually a real thing? And it's just a weather thing. I think it's just a straight up. Do you understand what he's arguing there?
I get it, but I think that kind of leads you to the point. I don't think these are on purpose things. Like I don't think there are that many people.
It's my fault. Hello. Welcome to another dumb show. You heard the intro. Thank you for joining us here today. I appreciate it. You can always email the show, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. You can tweet the show at anotherdumbshow. And of course, you can give us a call. The phones are already ringing. 1-844-HIT-DUMB. 1-844-448-3862. Guys, I promised we'd have all the stuff figured out with the phones and whatnot earlier. Why did that just get quiet when I turned that down? That was weird.
I heard that too.
Interesting. I don't know why that happened. So we'll see if I figured that out too. But we have, I might have figured out some of the phone issues that we were dealing with. So welcome to all of you, and welcome to Larry. How are you?
I am doing as best as I can. That was totally my fault. I had to reload your background video, and I didn't realize I had to reload every single video.
Yeah, so we're trying to reconfigure some of the technical stuff here on Another Dumb Show. The video, the audio, we had to rewire a lot of things, and poor Larry, he's this guy works. He's doing a lot. He's got a lot going on behind the scenes. So I think he's, sadly, he'll have about, a half hour of actual time he's able to work before the show, on the show. And I'm not saying that in a bad way to sweat him. Right? He's got a million things to do.
I do.
Okay. You guys, you hear that?
Yeah. Do you?
Do you hear that in the background?
I don't know if they can hear it.
I'm wondering if they can hear that. There's noise going on in the background here. I've been hearing it since I walked in the door. I heard
it for the first time when I came back right before the show.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute. I might have some information about that noise.
The chat says yes.
They can hear it. They can hear that noise. Okay. Well, we'll address that in a minute. There's a lot going on with that noise. I tell you, I think somebody's trying to kill me, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But thank you guys all for coming. Like I said, there are some technical stuff we're working on. Poor Larry, he had to wipe out. He's resending all the stuff behind me from a different computer, and it had to change a whole bunch of video stuff. So when he went to go start the show, whatever project he had created for the show Open Video that he worked so hard to create,
yes.
For whatever reason didn't play. So sadly, you got a black screen for the beginning of the show. But if you're listening on the podcast, you really don't give a shit. You didn't miss nothing. You heard Taint Smasher's sweet show open. So there you go. Of course, it is Tuesday, right? Today's Tuesday?
Yes, it is Tuesday.
Every Tuesday here at One Life to Play, where we have the Another Dumb Show studios in the back of One Life to Play, they do their Smash Parm tournament, which is a Smash Brothers Ultimate Tournament. That starts at 7 o'clock tonight. Registration is open now, so if you are into gaming, you want to come down here and check that out, you can do so. You can win some cash. I think they gave away a couple $100.
Yeah, last week the first place winner took home like $160.
That's great. Yeah, that's awesome. Just for playing a video game. For coming out, eating pizza, and you pay $15. You get in the tournament, you get pizza, and you get a chance to win some money.
Yep. The pizza's pretty awesome, too. It comes in little personal boxes, so you get 2 slices all to yourself. Nobody else has to touch your pizza or anything.
Oh, that's great. You're not digging in and grabbing a bunch of, like, half-touched, I don't like this piece. Somebody grabs the crust and stuff.
Is this pepperoni or not?
Exactly. So, well, that's good. That's fun. So, yes, come down if you want to be a part of Smash Parm, the tournament for Smash Brothers Ultimate. Registration is open here at One Life to Play, and we encourage you to come down and do that. I do want to I have some emails I'd like to read. We'll get into that. And I was going to wait to talk about what we're hearing. So, Larry, I'm going to go do something real quick.
Okay.
If you could just kind of keep everybody occupied for 1 second, I'm going to be right back.
I know how to do that.
And there you go.
I can read the chat.
Okay.
You guys want to see the chat? Okay. Oh man, who said COVID pizza? No, I just told you guys it was individual pizzas. That's where we stopped that. The biggest thing was when we started Smash Parmesan, we were just in the middle of a pandemic still. We were reopening, and we knew that, our pizza offering, we had already kind of done Smash Parmesans right before St. Patty's Day of 2020. Yeah, 2020. Yeah. So we thought, like, how was the best way to be able to give them pizza without having whole pizzas just kind of sitting out on the table? So I can mention them. They're pretty awesome. Papa John's is one of our partners. They will cook a whole pizza and they will cut it up and they individually box it and seal it for participants of Smash Parmesan. So it's kind of pretty cool that they do that for us too. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting a lot of hi, Larry. Boomside says you rock, Larry. I'm just gonna read these ones. Hey, Joe says, hey, Larry, keep up the good work. Okay, my day. I can tell people about my day. And I would love to hear about your day. You guys can call in and tell us about your day, too, if you want, or whatever we're going to talk about. You couldn't do what you wanted to do?
Never mind. All right, hold on. Hold on over there. I'll tell you when to
Hold
come
on.
in.
Stand by.
Now, if you notice, of course you notice. If you got ears, you've noticed there has been a bird chirping in the background.
Is the door open?
Well, there's a back door that usually leads right outside, and there's a bunch of trees out there. And when you open the door, you can usually hear birds chirping. Like I said, I've been hearing the bird chirp since I got here today. I've also been hearing the bird chirp since this morning. And I've been hearing the bird chirp since yesterday afternoon. Because my son, the wonderful, wonderful person he is, decided he's going to rescue a baby bird that has decided, come on in, Brady, that decided to, oh, wait, hold on. Wait, remember, they got to come into their...
Oh, they have their walk-on music. I totally forgot.
There they are. There they go. That's the boys' walk-on music. But yes, Shay and Brady are here. It's also our outro. We're not going to break, I promise. Brady, you'll notice on his finger, he has a little sparrow.
Can we see that?
Is that
here?
camera working?
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go.
You got to get by the
See
seat.
the camera right there, buddy? There you go.
Get out of here.
Look, wait, you slow down. Okay, so that is the bird that Brady has decided to rescue. Shay, turn that TV off, bud. Sorry. That happened the only time here's the remote.
Yeah, that was your fault.
Brady, move over in front of the TV. There you go. I got it. Never mind.
Your daddy didn't make you out of glass. That's what my grandmother told me.
Yesterday, so the other day, my boys are staying with me this week. I got it. You're good.
Oh, hey.
Beat it, Bucker. Get out of here. Shay, step out of the camera, please. Thank you. I told you to. Thank you.
You back to it. The other day.
You almost got a dad moment right there. Woo-wee.
You heard me say, like, oh, boy.
Seriously, I was very specific about that. Having said that, Braden, the other day, his mom and I talked about having them come over this week. His mom said, well, he's going to bring a friend with him. And I'm like, oh, like a sleepover friend? I'm not big into doing
a little buddy from school.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll do that. It's not my favorite thing to do. We'll do whatever. So I'm like, okay. And then she goes, well, here's the thing. It's this bird. And then I don't know if you know this about me, Larry. I don't like birds. I don't like birds at all. I'm not into. They gross me out. They're on the level with bugs and
really?
rodents to me. They're flying rodents. They're like snakes. Some
Only
people
bats
like
are
just like snakes and spiders and stuff. That's how I am with birds. They gross me out.
Not even like a cute swan.
Nope. No, they're dirty. They're gross, dirty animals. I don't care.
Parrot?
They're dirty. Birds are gross.
Jesus.
They're disease-infested, gross animals. I'm not a bird person. So, I don't know if my ex-wife is trying to kill me or she's mad at me or something.
She got to be mad at you. Like, you put up with this noise already for, over 24 hours?
Well, it turns out this bird, I've made this bird stay outside. I don't know if I'm a bad dad for that. 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. I'll be honest with you, I told Brady I was not thrilled about this bird coming to my house. Not one bit. Would you say that's accurate, Braden? You want to pull the mic over there?
Yeah, why don't you tell them what you said on the way here?
You got talking to Mike, bud.
Well, yeah. On the way here, I said to him, "You are lucky you chose such a cool name for the bird, or this probably wouldn't be happening." The bird's name.
Wait.
How do I get rid of this bird now? Being one myself, I can't eliminate another dude.
How you know it's a dude?
That's the name Brady gave it, was Dude. So if it's named Dude, how does the head dude, the HDIC, do that?
That'd be dude on dude crimes.
Yes, that is dude on dude crime. I can't do that. I can't do that to Dude. So Dude's sticking around. We're going to hang on to Dude. He won't be coming every day here to One Life to Play. I just
Please
wanted,
no.
No. I thought it would be fun just to have, because he's. I mean, look at this. Look at this. The bird just sits on this kid's finger, like it's his pet almost.
You
It's
wouldn't
so
allow
weird.
it in your house. Why is it allowed in my house?
Oh, it's a studio.
This is my second home.
It's an open environment for.
He has a point. You probably
Yeah.
should have asked him first.
Well, I asked Lou. Lou said yes.
Well, that's
Lou
not
just
Lou's.
played dumb. I already got permission. So yeah, I didn't just outright do
Lou.
it. Trust me. So yes, Lou is to blame for this. So he did say, do not bring it up front. He was very, very adamant about that. Let's see if I fix something.
Okay.
Hi, you're on another dumb show.
Hi, Dom. Your kid named the bird after me. That was so nice.
I actually didn't even think about that. That's a good point. Right on, Carrie. Can you hear? Do we sound okay when I talk to you? Do you hear a bunch of weird feedback or anything? Does it sound all right?
No, you sound fine right now.
Perfect. Good
It's
stuff.
way better.
Okay.
I can't hear the birds right now because that's mad annoying.
The bird is mad annoying. I agree. And that's coming from one of the other head dudes. But do you agree? I can't I can't axe this bird
Dude,
with such
I
a.
hate birds. You know why? Okay, so I was at Disney World when I was like 7, and I was at Pirates of the Caribbean, and some pirate man threw a parrot at me, and I had on this little sweater, and his claw got stuck, and he was just flapping his wings in my face. So ever since then, I hate birds.
That would have freaked me out too. I wouldn't. I don't think I had an actual bird attack. I did see that movie, The Birds, when I was a kid. That Alfred Hitchcock movie, and I think that kind of messed with me.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's
no, they're scary.
I don't know if it's the bird flu thing or what. That just I just feel like they're kind of disease ridden. Like I'm also a survival, and thanks, dude, I appreciate it. I'm a survival of the fittest kind of guy. Like this thing, if it didn't, if it fell and the mom didn't want it, that's the way the world works. It's gonna,
hungry.
it's raccoon meat. Oh, well, he is feeding it. I'll give him credit. He's been feeding this. That's why it's sweeting right now, because it's hungry.
Yeah, every time he puts his finger by him, the beak is just, I'm going to put a rubber band on that beak.
Well, if you look real close, put it right up so you can see look at the it's like that yellow part of the beak is like it's like mushy almost. It's not like a hard solid thing. It looks almost like
It's
like rubbery.
it's a baby.
No, I know. I'm just saying it.
He's not that young, but he's
Talking to the microphone, please.
he's not that young, but like
Are you a bird? Are you an aviary expert? How do you know it's not that young?
Well, I think Brittany
yeah.
B1.
Oh,
yeah, she
B1
knows
was-
bird
okay.
stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
So
I
plus
got
you
you.
found it. You watched it grow. How small was it when you found it? Where'd you find it at?
Oh, it's about the same size, but you
Talk
can
into the mic, please.
It's about the same size, but you can see these were like hard strings before. He had no feathers. He didn't look like this at all. All he had was fur and hair on his head. Everything else was you could see like
Mm-hmm.
this
Just skin and like that weird
Yeah.
pink, gross bird look.
Yeah, I can see the disgust in your face.
It just grossed me out so much.
Okay, what are we gonna do with this thing right now, though?
Well, he's gonna go put it. He's gonna put it back in the tub. We have a tub here. But I don't know. Do you think? I'm trying to figure out what. Does your mom? Because you now have blamed your mom for this.
Oh no, she's
You
the
said
one.
this
It was
was-
her idea. No, it was definitely her idea.
Your mom knew you were coming here this week. Your mom knows I don't like birds. I don't understand why your mom would be doing this to me. What is she doing to me here?
I have no idea. These headphones just shut off.
They did?
Yeah, they just shut off.
That's weird. They shouldn't have shut off.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here.
Why would his headphones have shut off? Because I turned down this.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
That doesn't make any sense.
Man, I don't know what you wired, man. I don't know. I wasn't even
Hey,
here.
the good news is I got the phones fixed. That's the good news. So, no, I appreciate you coming in, Brady. Go put dude back in the tub and give him some food so he will shut up, and we can do a show here. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you coming
Oh,
in
you
here.
can't hear him
It
in the
was also-
tub?
What's
Dad,
that? Yeah, well, once you feed them,
Oh.
once he feeds him, he'll...
Hey, Dad, it was your idea to bring him here.
I know, I just said that. Now get out of here.
Walk off music?
Working on it. Yeah. It reminds me. This music reminds me of. Did you watch the new Beavis and Butthead movie?
I started watching it 2 nights ago, and I fell asleep, and then I started again last night. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. It was all right. It's Beavis. It's not giving me. I'm looking for that nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't getting it from Beavis and Butthead for some reason.
I think I need a King of the Hill movie, not a Beavis and Butthead.
What? Feed that bird. No, I honestly didn't. I wasn't that entertained by it, and I wasn't. I was kind of half paying attention, I'll admit, but I don't know. I really don't know why I didn't get the vibe from it. It wasn't. I just didn't find it that funny anymore. I guess maybe I'm old now. I expected the last time. I don't know if they did another movie or some sort of reincarnation where they came back around for something.
Yeah,
I thought that was kind of funny. I guess I was into it, but was just.
I thought it was good. Like, I liked seeing Cornholio again, and I found like the moments in that movie that I was laughing. It was that nostalgia laugh. I think I did get the nostalgia from it because I'm watching this like, damn, I haven't laughed at barfing in forever.
Yeah. I must have zoned out or something because I don't remember actually getting to Cornholio. I don't know what I was doing then. I guess maybe I was kind of only half watching it because I didn't, I saw them like I remember the science fair scene and. Really, not much beyond that. Really,
that was the beginning.
I know a couple parts of it. I just really, it was almost. I felt like I was watching kind of a bad Bill and Ted's kind of feel with the.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean?
I got that feel from it. I was like, didn't I see this movie before? Oh yeah, they redid Bill and Ted, and that's kind of what you're watching.
But it wasn't. I just was a little disappointed with it.
No, it was a good watch. I would watch it again just to have something to look at or something to play in the background.
Yeah.
But as far as if no one's ever watched Beavis and Butthead before, I think that's a great movie. In that regard.
Yeah, the younger, newer. I wonder. I should have had the boys watch it. That would have been smart to watch it with them. I was just me and B1 sitting around.
My son walked into the family room and he said, "What is this?"
He has no.
He has no idea who Beavis and Butthead is.
Really?
He looked at it for a second and was like, "Yeah, I'm out."
Yeah, Brady, you still in here?
Yeah.
Come here.
Okay. With the bird?
Oh, never mind.
No, not
done.
with the bird.
Never mind. Forget it. Feed that bird. Shut that thing up. Speaking of things that we watched, today's what? Is today Wednesday or Tuesday? Tuesday.
Today's
Tomorrow,
Tuesday. Yeah,
Tuesday.
you're ahead. I'm trying to watch it too. Miss Marvel.
No. Obi-Wan.
Shut up, DC guy.
Oh, all right. Cork it back there. Obi-Wan. My God. If you are not watching this show, the last episode was, I'm telling you, that episode was worth the price of Disney Plus alone.
I think the one before it was better.
One scene in it. Was it? Wait. Last week was the scene that you and I kind of touched on, right?
Yeah.
Last Wednesday.
So
you're telling me there was something better than what happened last week? No way.
Okay, can we?
No way.
Are we a week into last week's episode? We could spoil even the last two.
I don't know. Actually, no, I don't think so. I think there are people, and in fact, that's part of why I'm saying it is because there might be people. If you're not watching the show, you have to watch Obi-Wan, even if you're a borderline Star Wars fan, which is what I am. I loved it when I was a little boy. Kind of grew out of it and just sort of casually like it now. But I always watch what all the stuff is. This scene last week, the fight scene with Obi-Wan and I don't know if it's a spoiler is that the other person's in it.
That's what I'm saying. I think you saw it from episode 1, but then I do know some people.
Well, do people who are not watching the show know the other character who I didn't mention that's in this scene that he's in the show?
That's tough, man. That's a tough way to say.
Well, there's a scene. Well, it's called Obi-Wan. There's a scene where Obi-Wan fights someone, and if you know anything about Star Wars, you could probably figure out who it is. It is one of the most. I felt like a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, like just a little boy, giddy. This was the coolest thing I've seen in so long.
I say it. People should know that this
We'll
whole thing starts after episode 3.
All right, so if you have not watched Obi-Wan, spoiler alert for last week's episode.
Damn it, I don't have a graphic for
Season
that.
6 or episode 6? I don't know. Spoiler alert.
Episode 5 and 6.
Whatever. Well, I'm only talking about last week's scene in particular because I don't really remember much of some of the other stuff before that. But this scene, again, spoiler alert. If you didn't watch last week's episode of Obi-Wan, pause or fast forward, whatever. Because I want you to keep watching the show, so don't turn it off. But, dude, so yeah, we'll have to put that in the description. A couple spoilers at whatever time this is. So write down what time we're at so you can label that for yourself.
Lou.
Having this scene, spoiler alert, now we go in with Obi-Wan versus fucking Darth Vader. And this is the most the most Darth Vader you'll ever get in your life. Like, if you like Darth Vader and you like some of the old stuff with Darth Vader, this is more Darth Vader than you've ever gotten in all the movies combined in one scene.
And he moves fast. Way faster.
Is unbelievable. Now, I don't remember, are they on Tatooine or is this some other planet they're on? I can't remember where the fight takes place.
No, they're not on Tatooine.
They're not on Tatooine. They're on
planet.
some planet that kind of looks like Tatooine. It's kind of rocky and ugly. And that's one of my things with Star Wars is usually all the stuff in space, the ships and all that stuff, it's so awesome to me. I love all that.
Yeah.
You go down to Tatooine or any of these other bullshit planets that are all dusty and yellow. It's so visually unappealing to me. I can hardly even watch
the
it.
rocky dark planet?
No, I can't stand any of that.
Oh, you don't
That's
like
what
any
I'm
of the
saying.
planets?
No,
Oh.
if it's not, unless it's in space on the Millennium Falcon or however the fuck you say it, or one of the Death Star or TIE Fighter.
You don't like Coruscant?
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know
It's
what
like
that
the big
is.
city, the big capital city.
Does it look spacey?
Yeah, because
Okay,
it's got
then
all
I
the
like
little
it.
buildings and
then
stuff,
I like
right?
that. I like all that. If it looks spacey, I like it. If it looks like a desert at all, and they just have ugly, like analog-looking spears and shit like that, ugh.
No, it's where the Jedi Academy was
So-
at. The Senate. The
yeah,
Senate. It's Coruscant.
I'm talking. Oh, see, yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, if it looks like just, I don't know, because I'm not a big enough fan. But if is that where when you meet Mace Windu and all that in that one?
Yep,
and
yep.
So okay, I like that. That looks cool. That looks like space to me. That's cool stuff. All these weird planets that look like stuff here, like a desert
What about
and
Naboo?
stuff.
What about Naboo, where Jar Jar Binks is from?
I don't remember what that looks like. But where the Ewoks, where they're from, it's just like trees.
Indoor.
Boring.
That's indoor.
It's boring as shit.
I know too
The
much
last
about
one-
Star Wars.
Okay, see, that's great. That's fine. Well, the place where Rey and Luke were training, boring as fuck. It's so boring to me. It's like it looks like
I can't
Hawaii,
remember that planet. I can't
New
remember that
Zealand
planet.
or whatever.
But
It just
yeah,
looks like
that's a good
trees
one.
and shit. Go to space. Give me stuff that doesn't look like here, okay? And that's why I like when it's all the fighting in space. This, however, happened to be on some rock ass planet, so I was kind of like, ugh. But then Obi-Wan and Darth start fighting. Holy fucking shit. It was so fucking cool. A lightsaber battle. The episode before, Darth had done one of the coolest things I've ever fucking seen with his telepathy.
That's what I was gonna say. That was the thing that got me over the fight, because even before episode 6, before last week's episode, Obi-Wan and Darth did fight a little bit before that too.
True,
but
not
that
like
was the ultimate
this.
one, and we'll get to that one in a
Not
second.
like this,
But
yeah.
at the end of the one episode a couple of weeks ago, when Darth put his hand up and stopped a goddamn spaceship,
That was cool.
then
was
slammed into the ground. That shit was fucking amazing.
absolutely. I agree. That was so badass. So, but back to this fight. Lightsabers. You got karate. You got weird Jedi moves. You got telepathy. I mean, you got it all. The
one thing you always see is like when they're swinging the lightsaber and they're always hitting each other. When is somebody going to use the Force and stop the shit and hold it?
Darth
And
Vader
oh
does
my
it.
god!
And does he? And
Great.
the look on fucking Obi-Wan's face when he goes to swing his lightsaber and Darth just goes, zoom, catches that fucking shit, and like Obi-Wan's like, oh, okay.
I
this
didn't know you
is
could do
legit.
that.
Yeah, and then Darth just goes, just sends him flying.
Yeah.
See, I wish they did more with the telepathy with the Jedi, and the lightsabers are cool, but the telepathy stuff is great. And I feel like they decided that we're going to really harness that in this episode. And man, they were doing all kinds of shit, throwing rocks. Oh my god, it was so fucking awesome.
I like that they were stopping them. They were using the Force. You could tell to stop their momentum,
Yes.
like the slide backs and all that, the hits. It was the one thing that got me, that turned me in that episode was 6 episodes in at this point. I'm halfway through, so we're not at the fight scene yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I turned to my wife and say, "Why am I watching this? They both still live. I know what's about. They both become old. I know what's about to happen."
There is part of me that said that because there's a part where Obi-Wan gets kind of buried, and you're like,
"Yeah, I'm like,
you're
what the fuck is happening?"
You're like, well, I know he's not going to die, but in my mind, I went, I want him to sit there and fight it, and then inside his head hear all the shit that motivates him, all the stuff that went down with Anakin, and that's going to get him all fired up. And sure the fuck enough, and he's going to get all fired up, and boom, the rocks are going to fucking go everywhere. And they did it. Yeah. The little boy's fucking vision in my head happened in front of my eyes. It's like everything I want to see with these fucking Superman movies that they can never make happen, they made happen with Obi-Wan, the most boring-ass fucking character of my childhood. An old, balding, bearded man that I never understood why he was even in Star Wars. Like, God love Sir, whatever your name is, and I know he's passed and people love him, but I always was like, God,
Obi-Wan sucks.
He's so boring. Yeah. So then now they have him do one of the coolest fucking things they could ever do. Does this awesome telepathy thing.
Unburies himself.
No,
not even that. I think the biggest thing was he didn't even get buried. He was using the Force to stop that shit from burying him. Like, what the
Yeah, that's right.
Man, dude was amazing.
It was awesome. It was awesome. He's just sitting there. He's got a lightsaber in one hand. Just holding that shit. And they got Anakin instead of Master, I've defeated you. With his little bitch ass voice when he was little. Yeah. Now, question.
Yes.
I did not know that Hayden Christensen was coming back for this.
That's what I was going to get to before we figured out if we were going to spoil it or not. A lot of people, even if you haven't started watching the show, you knew Hayden Christensen was coming back for it. I think that was all over the place. I don't know how you didn't see
do that in that scene where they fought each other? Like it was a flashback scene. Was that?
Yeah, that
was that in one of the original ones, or
no?
That was a newer scene.
That was
recut.
That was
recut as a flashback. That was great too. That was awesome. And
they did a little deep fake too to make him a little younger. On that too.
All right. So I did pick up on that. That's why I wasn't sure. But man, then as it builds up and builds up and builds up, he comes back out of the pit, and then they turn around, and then the lightsaber ass kicking that Obi-Wan delivers. I couldn't fucking. I actually oddly was always a bit more akin to the dark side as a child. I found myself liking Darth Vader more. I don't know why. They just looked cooler and more badass to me.
He was more mystery than he is now.
Probably.
Yeah.
Boy, did they get their ass kicked in this.
Because I really like Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is still ultimately my all-time favorite Star Wars character.
Kylo Ren?
Yeah, man. He's got such the
powerful,
greatest arc.
He's very powerful, but God, he's just such a whiny little bitch.
But they all were. They were all whiny bitches. All the Jedi were whiny bitches.
I just feel like he never stopped being one, even when he got to where he is, whatever.
Look how much Obi-Wan and Darth were whining in this series. They were both whining to each other.
They all pretty whiny. You're right.
But the epic thing was, like, even my wife is watching this, the tail end of the finale with me. And
oh, wait, that was the finale?
Oh, yeah. There's no more. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. That's why I thought you were excited for Ms. Marvel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, 6 episodes, man.
What?
They
just leave us on that?
They say there's a season 2.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Oh, man, B1's going to be pissed.
My biggest thing was when I'm telling my wife, what the hell more can I see in this that I don't know already? I know they're both going to live. What more can I see? And at the end of that fight, when Obi-Wan took his lightsaber down that helmet, and you see his head.
It was unbelievable.
I just jumped out of the couch and I just said, "That's how he got the scar." Because so it was at the end of like episode 6 when he took his helmet off in front of Luke, and you see this big scar going down his head. You never knew how that happened. Remember, just in episode 3, he only had a little scar by his eye.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Or in episode 2, he had a scar by his. Man, I was so freaking excited. Cool. Like, I jumped out of a reclining sofa. Like, that's how he got the scar.
Good for you. No, that's good. I was right there with you, man. It was such little boy nostalgia to the max. I enjoyed it a lot. It was really great. And if you don't have a Disney Plus, I'm telling you, it is worth. If you like Star Wars even a little bit, you have to go watch it. Yeah. And if I just spoiled it all for you, I'm telling you, it's still worth watching.
It's still worth to watch. Yeah,
it really is that good. I mean, it is that good. And there's one other thing I wanted to say about it that was.
Let's keep talking about Star Wars.
Well, no, there was one other thing that was just so cool to me in that scene that I just loved, and I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. The voices.
I thought you were going to
The
talk
voice
about
that got messed up.
Leia, but okay.
No, when the voices got messed up, like just then they mixed the Anakin and Darth voices that were blending in and out after the big it cut through his helmet. I liked that very much. I thought it reminded me of Batman versus Superman, one of the greatest films of all time.
Says the host.
Says the Superman, the freak. Hi, you're on another dumb show.
Can you please stop talking about Star Trek or Battlestar Galactica or whatever? It's so irritating.
Well, it is another dumb show, and I wanted to talk about it because I found it very. It was. I was actually talking more about the boyhood nostalgia effect that was attached to it. Do you not enjoy boyhood nostalgia?
No.
No. What do you like? Just being a brat, or
Yes, I hate Star Wars.
do you like Star Trek? I like Star Trek. I could talk Star Trek with you all day too. You watching
like
New
any of
Worlds?
those things.
You watching New Worlds?
Sci-fi is irritating.
Sci-fi's
you're breaking up.
irritating? I don't think sci-fi's irritating. It's fantastic. Well, that guy's a buzzkill because he doesn't understand fun.
No
He
sci-fi.
really doesn't
No
understand.
sci-fi.
Yeah, he can go fuck himself because that was. I'm telling you, that was one of the most. Well, this is the wrong show to watch. Then, by the way, if you like sci-fi and like superhero stuff and stuff like that,
There might be more of it.
You are seriously, definitely watching the wrong fucking show.
We call every show an issue.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe he doesn't lump sci-fi. Maybe he lumps the. Well, that's a good question because
You know what? Yeah.
I don't actually consider Superman. I consider comic book stuff its own complete different world from like fantasy or sci-fi or any of that kind of stuff.
Wait, so
actually-
like superhero stuff is not fantasy? I think I will classify it as fantasy, but not necessarily sci-fi.
yeah, no, fantasy to me is more like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings
See, that's-
and Game
that's
of
crap.
Thrones. That's
Oh wait, Game of Thrones. No, that's not.
but
crap.
that's
I like
fantasy to me. That's that kind of medieval kind of fantasy. That's what I see there. But like sci-fi, like he said, Star Trek Battle. I've never watched one episode of Battlestar Galactica, so I couldn't
you
tell you if
should.
that show's any good. No, that's
Watch Firefly.
That's super nerd shit. What?
Firefly.
I don't even know what that is.
That's another good one. And if you want one that you can watch now, you should watch Orville.
No, I've heard of that. That's the one from the guy that does Family Guy,
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane.
and it's a parody of Star Trek.
I wouldn't call it a parody. It's just his version of Star Trek sci-fi type thing.
Isn't it a comedy though? Or
I
is
don't
there
like
some
when people
drama?
I don't like when people call it that because there are funny moments in it, but I don't think it's a comedy. It's more of a
Dramedy?
dramedy. Yeah, it's a dramedy.
So there's like story arcs and stuff other
Yeah,
than just like
definitely.
goofy like. Is it all goofball stuff though?
No, it's not. It's really like personal topics and issues. It's really poignant too about like race and religion and
Making
you
fun
know,
of it?
honor, things like
Because that's
that.
what they talk about in Family Guy. Essentially, it's all those topics. They just make fun of it and satirize all of it. And
I
make
don't
fun
think
of it.
I don't think they necessarily make fun of it either. I think they actually bring it to the most simplified matter of what that topic is. Like when it's like race, it's like this alien is there and we are human and we don't like you, and
So it is like Star
you know
Trek,
all
right?
that right on there.
Yeah.
you know.
So if you are by the way, if you're a Star Trek person, you got to watch this new Worlds or whatever it's called on Paramount Plus.
I've
feel
caught a
like
couple
I
episodes.
feel like I'm doing ads for the streaming services right now. YouTube's the best, to be honest with you. Out of all of them, heard they have great shows.
Wait, it's the ultimate.
But no, the guy the guy that's in Pike, he's really really good. Do you watch Star Trek? You a Star Trek guy?
Yeah, I've watched the New Worlds one. He's easy on the eyes.
Oh, he's handsome, isn't he?
Yeah, I cannot deny it. Just
Anything-
watching him
anything
play,
s-
I'm just like, damn, dude.
I mean, did you look at him and see something and you went, "Did you meet my friend?
I
Did
see
you
a little.
notice
I
something?"
see a little of the hair, but
Oh, he
nothing
straight
else.
up stole my hairdo, that motherfucker. I've never seen anybody else with this fucking haircut. And then this guy goes on fucking TV channel with it. Even B1 saw it, and she goes, "He's got your haircut."
Yeah.
So shout out to Patrick Loyal, West Park Barber. Appreciate it, bro. I do want to read some emails, and I mentioned I've been promising to show some pictures. And again, you can always email the show, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com, and I'll read them. I've been promising to show some of the pictures. AK had sent an email a while back asking about the process of how we put this all together. And I remembered I promised I'd show some pictures of the studio build. And so I actually, while you were in doing your stuff up there, Larry, I was back here putting some pictures together. So we'll pull some of those. I do want to take a quick little break because I do have to go to the bathroom.
Me too.
And
we can go together.
Like usual, am going to start happy hour early because my back is still killing me. I upped it to 2 Aleve today. So I'm dealing
double
I'm at
dose.
1,000 milligrams of Aleve right now.
Damn, that's a lot. When's the last time you took it?
This morning. I just took 2 of them. They're supposed to last 12 hours. And I took 2 because I was dying. And I did eat something because I didn't want to end up in the hospital with ulcers like my dad for eating all those NSAIDs without any food in your stomach.
But what do you say about drinking when you've got 1,000 milligrams of Advil?
Well, it's not Advil. It's naproxen.
Oh, Aleve? Naproxen.
Sodium.
Oh, shit.
It's not like a narcotic or anything.
Yeah, but still, that's stronger than most. You got to be prescribed that.
But they say, no, that's what Aleve is. You just
Aleve is naproxen?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I've only been prescribed naproxen.
Because usually they give you like 1,000. They give you the big daddies, so you can eat one of them and not have to eat 2.
Yeah, they look like
cheaper.
a Quaalude.
Exactly. Man, I wish those were still around. Soma's closest thing. And I don't promote drug use here on Another Dumb Show.
Except for Aleve.
Especially when my son walks in the room. So, hi. Why are you in here? I know, but what are you doing? You're just dropping stuff off. You couldn't just hang on to it until like 7, or the tournament's getting ready to start. Oh, that's right. God, look, boy, did you pay him to come in here and fucking talk slut your tournament?
I'm just saying. I'm looking at the look that he gave you. I thought we were about to witness a dad moment. I'm going back and forth between cameras, and then he turned around and was like, "Look, bro." Remember?
He's on one lately. He's going through something right now. He's usually the nicest, sweetest little guy, but he's going through something right now. We'll talk about him down the road. But they do have the Smash Parm tournament, Ultimate Smash Brothers tournament going on here at One Life to Play tonight. So if you want to come hang out and get registered, registration is open, and the tournament starts. When do they stop registering? I think half hour,
like 5 minutes before the start time.
Oh, great! So it starts at 7. So you got up to right before it starts to get here. 6070 Broadview Road, Parma, Ohio. If you want to come hang out. You got a chance to win some money. You can get some pizza, and you can also just hang out and watch. If you're just want to come hang out and watch, you can do that too. So,
and because this is the 100th Smash Parmesan that we're doing, we have a $100 pot bonus in there too for you guys. So you got some time to get out here.
You have $100 worth of pot for them?
No, a pot bonus. No, we added $100 more to the prize pool.
All right.
Good one, though.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We are going to take a quick break. I do have, like I said, I want to come back. I'm going to show you some of the pictures of when we were building the studio, what it looked like. I do want to show some pictures. B1's dad has jumped into the bodybuilding game. And I don't know what to do anymore at this point, because if I'm getting called daddy in the role playing, I better fix some shit, because I gotta get back to the gym. It's a real mess. So, all right, we'll be right back. You got that over there? You okay?
I hope this works.
You hope it works?
I was gonna say this should work.
It should work. Okay, well, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. Again, you can always call the show 1-844-HIT-DUMB, 1-844-448-3862. We'll be right back. Actually starts to boil within like minutes. I mean, literally minutes. So and it's the thing that's happening is it's irreparable. If you know what I mean, they have brain damage or they die basically. When it comes to the cold, it almost acts acts different. It's slowing everything down. They're not in cold water. I understand hypothermia. People die. People do die when they get stranded on the side of the road, I guess, in the winter. If they go hiking, you hear about that kind of stuff. So maybe Doug does have a point. Maybe they're because I don't remember any winter baby left in car deaths.
I'm still with the stance. It's not a good idea to leave a kid in the car. I mean,
well, of
just
course
bottom line.
No shit, Larry. Thank you for that astute observation.
I don't know why we're arguing whether it's better if it's cold or hot. Like, what the fuck?
No, we're not arguing that. He's saying that, and Doug, thank you. He's saying that because the implication with this guy Ross, who now has been headed overturned, they said he killed his kid because he wanted to be out of the relationship with his wife. Right. Okay. Doug's point, who was just on the phone, is that, well, wait a minute. If there are people, he believes there are actually people out there killing their kids on purpose. That's what Doug says. So he believes they're taking the one story they hear in the news, do a copycat version of it, right? And then they're doing that. He's saying, why are we not hearing the winter ones if we're hearing so many of these? Why are the copycats not copying catting in winter if it's actually a real thing? And it's just a weather thing. I think it's just a straight up. Do you understand what he's arguing there?
I get it, but I think that kind of leads you to the point. I don't think these are on purpose things. Like I don't think there are that many people who are trying to get out of a marriage that's what they think. That's what they come up with. No. I just can't believe that.
Not at all. I would be shocked if this guy got off. People are getting killed. So
they say they still charge him with some other stuff. So I don't even know how much time. I was trying to find out how much time he's been charged with some teenager misconduct stuff, I guess, too.
Oh, really?
He's a bad guy.
Oh, yeah. He was doing all kinds. I forgot about all that other weird stuff. Shit. I actually don't care about any of that other stuff.
But I just straight up.
Yeah, that's the part that I care about, and I can't wrap my head around that.
I don't even think you should even re-looked at this case. Like, you killed a baby, you got some other shit. Like, get the fuck in jail and shut the hell up.
Right.
Previously on Another Dumb Show.
He might get suspended for 2 seasons now.
Okay.
Because of this settlement. What?
Nothing. That's weird. That's
called the life of a dad, bro. That's what that is. That's
really
that's dad shit, my dude.
Really? You
don't do that?
No, when I was growing up, my grandmother used to always say, like, Lawrence, yeah. She would say, "Go get me a beer. Go get me a beer."
Yeah.
And I would run and get her a beer, and it was Miller High Life.
Yeah.
But I said when I grow up, I would never have my kids go get beer for. And if anything, no, don't get beer for me.
Don't get anything from me. I don't give a shit. My back hurts. I don't give a shit. It's got nothing to do with it. It's not like I'm having them do this on the reg. That's what B1's for.
See, that's what I'm saying.
No,
I had to do it on the reg. Like
I'll
tell my daughter to go grab me a beer because she's trying to grab something for herself. But
no,
yeah.
my dad was, I would say until I was about 17, my entire life, he drank at least a 6-pack of Busch Light every single day, at least.
Wow.
Every day, and then more on, some weekends. And
I don't know
Wednesdays.
how guys do that.
I don't either. I don't know how the fuck guys drink during the middle of the week. But my dad, he drank himself to the point where he got pancreatitis and he actually had to quit drinking. And I did get him drinks. I mean, I would run to the garage. I did it as an excuse to go get myself pops.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I would be like, all right, well, if I'm getting him a beer, I'm just going to sneak a pop with me and drink a pop because I
guess I never thought that way.
I can guzzle a 12-pack of Diet Pepsi in an hour without trying.
So you had your Diet Pepsi, he had his Busch.
I had his Busch Light, yeah. And my stepmom drank too, so I would grab them for both of them. And I actually never ever bothered me. Now it did bother me for my mom because my mom was a raging alcoholic. I guess my dad was a functioning alcoholic. My dad and my stepmom were functioning alcoholics when I was a kid. But not when I say that, not like they're normal people. They work 9 to 5, never miss work, never late. They're the most buttoned up kind of military-ish people in the world, my dad and my stepmom.
But they abused alcohol. By the definition.
By definition, I guess, but it didn't affect their lives until my dad, got pancreatitis and almost died from everything swelling up and closing. He got jaundice and went septic and everything from it. But
when he had to stop drinking, did your mom stop as well, or did she just drink right?
Stepmom still drinks. Got a built-in DD now. She's smart. Yeah, God love you, Mom. She ain't no dummy. She's smart. Because they're like members of a club, and they it's like an Eagles club.
Yeah.
And they go to those, they like live at this place. When I was a kid, they did, like, they were trustees and board members and all involved in all the bullshit. And that was, I loved it because they left. They were at the bar. Yeah. So I was at home. I never minded that my parents drank, except my mom, because when my mom drank, that was when problems happened. She was the problem drinker. So like she drank from when I was little, and God love you, Mom. I'm not saying this. I know she hates when I talk about this kind of stuff because who would like it? But it happened. So sorry. But she's great now and got a wonderful job, and she's doing really good. So I'm actually very, very proud of my mom and the turnaround she's made just recently because she's gone through it a lot, and she's got a great job now. She works at the zoo. She's like in a gift shop or something there.
Oh, okay. I like the zoo.
Yeah, she couldn't be happier. I'm actually thrilled for her. It's one of the best things that's happened to her in a very long time. So I'm thrilled for her.
Tell her I want a stuffed lemur. I still haven't got one of those from the zoo.
Well, that's what it is. She's just surrounded by stuffed animals all day. She's just surrounded by cuddly shit, and I think she just needs warm. My mom's the type of person that needs warm fuzzies, not constantly all day, and that's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying, well, I love a good warm fuzzy, and I feel like she's literally just surrounded by them. She's just putting up T-shirts, hoodies, and little stuffed animals. But when I was younger, she drank, man. She drank a lot. And she was like, would get it, she would drive me, took me to the bar. She would drive me home. Like, she hit a mailbox. I told her to put her seatbelt on. She slapped the shit out of me. Yeah. So, I mean, it was some rough times growing up. So it was, one was a totally normal drinker and the other one not a normal drinker at all. So I don't mind having my kids do it because I don't think it's I'm on my dad's end of that spectrum, I think, or maybe I'm somewhere in the middle. Depends on whether I'm.
Do you feel any guilt
depends on who
for
I'm with.
the pancreatitis? Like you're the one that was serving. In a sense,
no, because I would have gotten yelled at if I didn't get him the beer.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't my choice.
I was wondering if you just sat there one day like, oh my gosh, it's all my fault.
Well, no, I wasn't just like, Dad, you need another beer? I'm hoping that I'd kill him or something. No, I really just wanted to make my dad happy, and that was one way. Give him his brew dogs. Hi, you're on another dumb show.
Yeah, boys, what's up?
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, so I wanted to keep going with some of the content talk, like shows and stuff, because the chat seems to be so pissed about it. But you guys been watching the show The Boys?
Yes, I did watch The Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Look, this season is unreal, man. Like, I can't stop watching.
Oh, I feel like it's so boring.
This season? No,
yes,
really?
I'm so bored with it.
With the gore and shit.
Nah, it just I don't know. They had a good fight scene at the end in the last one. I'll give you that. That was a good scene. That was it, though. Everything else, just boring to me. I'm not feeling it. I feel like they're trying too hard, dog.
The scene of the season hooked me for the entire season. That's enough payoff for the entire season. That dude running into his pecker and blowing him up.
Oh, that was good.
That's what I'm saying. They upped the gore factor.
Mikey with that spoiler. That was a good one. I was unique. I haven't seen that before. But I'm starting to feel like that show is doing things just for the sake of saying nobody else has done it before. And they're kind of shoehorning it in a little bit. Like the
I
last
can see
episode.
what you're saying with that. The way they're doing the Twitter campaign and advertising each show
Yes.
before Friday
And
and everything like
the
that
last
is a little
episode.
over the top.
In the last episode, is it hard to hear me? By the way, Mikey.
No, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, cool. You just talking over me. No, I'm kidding. I don't understand the last episode. The thing they shoehorned in with the hero gasm, which everybody's talking.
Yeah.
It was just kind of they oversold it for me, to be honest with you, because I was expecting way more than what I got. I didn't think it was.
So was I.
Yeah, love sausage, big deal. Man, whatever, big deal.
Yeah, that was funny, but I definitely expected there'd be a lot more. I don't know, using that imagination for the sex in that room. You know what I'm saying?
Puss, Mikey, pussy. We were hoping to see more pussy. That's what we were hoping for. Let's not mince words here, my friend. Mikey, of course, is our resident correspondent from Rochester. You been burning down, my dude?
I am, dude. I actually got some new stuff today. There's some exotics that my dispensary got out here, and they're called lift tickets. It's a little jar of 5 pre-rolled joints for $50. Each joint comes with a gram of flour, a quarter gram of distillate, and it's like 42% THC. I just finished the first one.
42%?
Yeah, I'm shot right now, guys.
Distillate though, right? That's what's sending it over because like the highest bud is 35.
That's what's putting it at the 42%. The apple fritter, I think, is like a 28%.
I stay away from a lot of apples weed. I notice I'm not a big apple weed guy. But Mikey also sent an email. What is this a picture? You see my screen there, Lair?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah,
you cut off the top? Can you cut off the top on this one too or no?
I've already been cutting off top
Perfect.
stuff, so
Awesome.
You should be good.
Mikey sent this picture in. And you can always email us anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. Mikey, what is this you're working on here?
Oh, that's my car. It's my 68. We were having a nice little chat.
Hold on. 68 what?
That's my 68.
Ford XL.
68 Ford XL. Is it an XL like was that the type of model that they were making, like a Mustang, but it's a Ford XL?
XL, yeah. It's pretty much a cross between a Galaxy 500 and an LTD.
The Galaxy 500 or LTD.
Yeah, it's an LTD frame. It's got a 390. It's a giant boat, but we've had it since I was 8 years old.
What do you got? Your own producer you hired over there?
You got a car guy in the back.
No, my father hears me talking about the car, and he's trying to correct me.
Oh, I see.
I tweeted out earlier. It's stressful trying to work with my father and help him with the car right now. I'm getting a bunch of flashbacks to when I was 10 years old. Hold the flashlight right.
Yeah, well, because my dad and I, when we would work on stuff out in the garage, there are 2 steps before we do any work. Step 1, radio. Usually it was some side job kind of tunes, some classic rock.
Standard.
Well, he actually was an oldies guy. So it was actually more oldies for him. Like a lot of like doo-wop stuff. He loved that stuff. Motown, that kind of stuff. A lot of Frankie Valli, yeah. And then step 2, brew dogs. Dad always had a beer when we were working. It'd be 9 a.m. working on the brakes. He's got a Busch Light.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, we're working on brakes right now.
There you go. And then that was it. So step 1 and 2, until those are done, no work happens on any of the side job, like painting, any outdoor stuff, except lawn mowing, because I was a lawn mowing slave. So it was just go fire that stupid machine up and go do it. But
so instead of classic rock, you turned on another dumb show instead of classic rock.
That's what great. I was. So step 1 for Mikey, another dumb show. I like this. That's very good.
Nice.
We are solid side job entertainment.
It needed to be. Even as I was getting ready to bleed the brakes, my father said, "Make sure that the podcast is high enough."
Nice.
Easy listening too.
I like it. Tell Dad, pump the brakes back there, guy. No, no, that's great. I'm so happy to have you guys both watching as you guys are working on the car. So I'm assuming, well, Mikey, you can't drink. So step 2 is off the table for you. You instead, does your dad burn down?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good for you. It's a family affair up there. I like it.
He's got some apricot OG sitting in the toolbox right now. Sativa 23%.
Nice. Very good. Very good.
A more appropriate percentage than 42.
That's good. Well,
yeah, that's more of a dad percentage, you know?
Oh, that's the one I like.
Not this dad. All right. Well, Mikey, hey, I appreciate the 2 of you guys doing that. You got it, dude. Mikey, our resident correspondent from Rochester. We do have a bunch of applications for correspondents that we'll get to, but I did promise I'd show these pictures of us working on another dumb show, and kind of the beginning of it. AK had sent me an email a while back He said, yo, Dom, love the show, and shout out to Larry. Can you please take us through your process for starting the show? When did you seriously start considering it? I would say probably May 3rd, it looks like. I went through the pictures, and I was like kind of looking at some stuff. Don't pull them up yet. I was just looking at dates. And let's see. Where's that info I had? Oh, I had info on this, damn it. There it is. Yeah, so like May 3rd is right about when we started kind of the actual construction stuff in the studio. So Larry and I met through he wanted to advertise through the old show I was on, and it was a little too expensive it's just very expensive. It's the number one show in town. It's expensive. So it didn't work out. We got to talking and getting to know each other a little bit off the air, and then when I left the old show, or left the old show left me, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
When you moved on.
Yeah, we moved on from each other.
I said, can I carry your bags?
Yeah. Oh, stop. No, Larry mentioned, he said, hey, look, we got this. We got an area in the back here, and he said, what's your budget for a show? Because, we rent out the studio in the back, and I put my phone down and went, well, that's not going to fucking work. Looks like we're doing it out of the bedroom, B1. So it kind of stalled for a little bit because, there wasn't a huge budget to get this rolling, maybe just enough to kind of some ancillary stuff, but not for like a realistic budget moving forward, unless you want to donate to the show, which you can always do through the super chat and stickers right through the chat. And God love you guys, chatters. I know I haven't given you guys much love, and I usually get sweated for that. So we will check in with the chat at some point. But from there, I just kind of was like in this little kind of standstill for a little bit because it just, I had no budget. And then Larry was doing his stuff here. He's got, he's a busy guy. He's doing family stuff. He's he's a business owner here, running One Life to Play. And then eventually, just all of a sudden, I don't know what changed. I just kind of all of a sudden heard from Larry. And and it was very coincidental because it was right about the time it was right when Will Smith happened. The slap at the Oscars. Yeah, when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. And it was just like every single person in the entire world had an opinion on it. And I was in like dark mode because I didn't know what I was doing really yet. I didn't know what direction I was going. That's part of the reason why I was so dark, because I had no fucking clue of where I was going. So the slap happens. I kind of start thinking, all right, I'm going to maybe try to get a hold of Larry and maybe just try to work something out. Well, lo and behold, I believe you then reached out to me and said, you know what, let's just figure something out and get this fucking thing going, and then we'll go from there. And so that's how that started. He said, come in, check out the back, come visit One Life to Play in the studio in the back, and we'll see what you think needs to happen to do it. And I walked in the back, and he and Lou basically just said, kind of a blank slate. What are you going to do back here? How do you think we could set this up to make it work for us to do a show? And Larry said, oh, by the way, can I be on the show? And I said, yeah, it's your fucking studio. Yeah. But but actually I like Larry, and I think we went out and we had some beers. I forgot we did go out. We went and had we went to a bar and just kind of shut the shit and had some beers. And by the end of the night, we were having a conversation with the bartender about what a pussy's supposed to look like. So I thought we were on the right track.
What bar was that we were at? Oh, yeah, I remember that bar.
That's like where you go. I think you like to frequent that bar every once in a while. And I honestly don't know. Well, I think we got into it because we were talking about the Pam and Tommy show on Hulu.
I think it was that bar we were really having to talk. Because, like you said, we had to figure some things out, and it was really like, what do you have? What do I have? Let's figure this out.
What do you want to do? Together, and we had common goals really for what we wanted to do here, and so we did it. And between looking at pussy pics with the bartender,
that was fun. That was funny.
We put the show together. So then, we came in here. I checked. He said, "It's blank slate, really. Kind of tell me what you want to do." So. You'll see this picture here that I've. Can you see this picture?
Yes, I can.
Perfect.
Cut to it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and cut to it. You'll see. You'll see that's Lou hiding over there. This is kind of like before we started. So these tables actually and this desk were over on the other side of the room where we keep now. If you kind of cut, Larry, I don't know if you can cut to the wide shot of the room where.
You can't even see that wide. I don't have it.
Well, just where the boys are. Even you can do their camera.
There you go.
So back there, where the Superman thing is under that TV, where Superman Pillow Larry made, that's where those tables were and everything when I first came in here. And I kind of liked the idea of the hallway that we come down, which you can I guess you can't really see it from here. But yeah, on the other side of the ring light over there, that's a hallway that I kind of like the idea of people walking down and kind of like into the studio, like it just kind of happens. You know what I mean? It kind of felt like it was a presentation thing. On the other side of these green screens are mirrors. And it used to be, because this used to be, a Curves or something? Like one of the ladies' fitness place?
Like that,
yeah, one of those ladies' fitness places, which is, God love them. They they left some mirrors up, but I've considered maybe we lose those green screens and put the mirrors, leave the mirrors, because I thought it might make it feel bigger in here.
We got to see what it looks like in the camera one time, because I don't know what that looks like from seeing the reflection inside of that camera like that.
So
but
yeah,
we'll play around.
I wasn't really focused on that part, because it's not really on the camera for the most part, except for when people were doing that wide shot. So this is, as you cut back to this picture, Larry, you'll see this is the kind of the original. We moved everything from over underneath the TVs over to the other side, kind of where we're at now. And as we did that, I kind of went, you know what? There was one thing that I did like about the old studio was there's a little kind of platform on the old show where I worked where Rover sat. It's a little bit higher up, over, like, seeing down to the co-hosts. Mm-hmm. And I like that because, number one, I can sit in a lower chair to be able to be up high. I hate high chairs. Like, not like a baby high chair, like those chairs that, like a draft table height chairs. I just or bar chairs. Yeah.
I think they call them bar stool.
Whatever they're
bar height.
Yeah,
bar height chairs.
I have one of those at home because I have a high drafting table that I work at home, and I hate it. It drives me nuts. But it just looks better in the bedroom than a little kind of corner one. It just looks nicer the way it is. You can fit more stuff under it, and the chair tucks. Blah blah blah. But here, I said, you know what? Let's do this. As I looked at it sitting like this at this picture, I said, we need to put in a platform. So what we did was Larry said, fuck yeah, I got tools. I like shit. I like building shit. I like hammers. I got saws. I will build shit. So he puts up a plastic table instead of some sawhorses. I'm just kidding. No, he busts out this big-ass saw and shit and starts going to town. We went to Home Depot.
Oh, there's my ass.
Yep, there's Larry's butt. He was doing all the sawing because I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. I am really, really bad with a saw.
There's Darla.
I can use these items. I am a measure 50 times cut once kind of guy because I have OCD. And I can't handle it. So at one point, I did get that handed off to me where I had to do some measuring.
I tried.
And I just tried to power through it. But this is right after that, pretty much the second day is right when we found Darla. So you'll see Darla was hanging out. She's been here since day one. And there's just some of the crappy ratchet set, some of the tools.
That was your tool set. That's all
what I brought. A hammer
to the project.
A hammer, 3 drill bits, and crappy old Cobalt. Great tools when I got them. Did you notice they might have been a little sticky? Didn't work real well.
I didn't use them.
Yeah, there's cat pee all over them. But so this is what you'll see here is a picture of the where I'm underneath where I'm sitting. That's one of the beginnings of the frames of the platform. And Beanerino there again. So you'll see this was Larry's design. He put a blueprint together for all of this. This thing weighs. We built it, and Larry was like, we'll build it in sections so we could take it in and out. No problem. This thing ain't going anywhere. This thing weighs 5,000 pounds. I mean, it is so fucking heavy.
It's still sectioned out. Those are four separate frames.
Yeah, I know you got
toggled. I could take that apart.
Toggle bolted, carriage bolted. They were using all kinds of terminology that I don't understand. So you'll see here, this is one of the drywall, or not drywall, what is that called? Particle board that got put over it. So there's just particle board holding my fat ass up. So if I keep drinking too many beers at happy hour. Oh, by the way,
Just don't bounce up and down.
hey, second hour always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show. Little love for you, my dude.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Oh,
I
you
don't have
anything?
I don't have
All
one
right,
yet.
go
I'm
get-
always behind.
Bring the pictures back up, and while you go get yourself
Okay.
a brew dog. So yeah, you'll see we put the platform on there. Now, it probably would have been smarter to design it around the platform, the width or whatever of those boards are. But you know what? I'm not a designer, and I wanted a specific width, so we got it where we're at. So we put it there. We looked at it and went, hey, we should probably put some carpet over it because it's kind of hollow sounding if you walk on it. So there you go. Ready? Got yours? You ready? Cheers? You need an opener?
Yeah. No, I got the core, so I don't need that.
Hey, second hour always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show.
Cheers.
Hope you guys will join us. Crack some cold ones with us. Do it responsibly. Obviously, don't drink and drive, all that crap. Don't be an idiot. Cheers to you. Back to the build, you'll see we have underneath us here was the platform as it came in. And we started to look. I said, well, we need to put that TV behind me. So we said, actually, back to the carpeting. I want to get carpeting. We priced out carpeting. That cost $1 billion. So I said, screw that.
No carpet.
I cannot believe how much it cost to carpet a small little, what is it, 8x10?
It was 8x10, yeah.
It's unbelievable. It was going to be like $500-$600 for just basic squares or something. And then with the glue and the edges and everything. So we said, screw that. We're painting this fucking thing. So you'll notice we're dumb, and we did a lot of sawing over carpeting. So that was a lot of fun, cleaning up all the sawdust out of that. Larry spent a lot of time getting yelled at by his wife. Yeah, baby, I'll be home in a couple minutes. Dumb's got me cutting shit again. Yeah, he's a real idiot. So,
You got a picture when I had an iPhone. My daughter's gonna love that picture. Me on an iPhone.
yes, that was when we first started here. Larry had to work on this iPhone. He didn't know how to answer it. He didn't know how to use text messages. He was just like a
I hate iPhones.
baby deer trying to walk using this iPhone. But yeah, there it is right here. That's an action shot because I wanted to get a picture of him getting yelled at. I'll be home in a little bit, I promise. And then you'll see this is my view as we were building, and none of the monitors are in just yet. And Bean Arena sitting there healing. She was so sore and
I can't believe you kept all these pictures.
Yeah, I took a ton while you were busting ass. I'm taking pictures, bro.
I'm just looking over here like, where's he taking these pictures?
So you'll see too, and as we decided to paint it, this is kind of the One Life to Play red that we used. So we decided to kind of match the theme from
We
up
had
front
some left
here. Yeah, a little left over. So we did that. That's just the T-square because I thought it looked cool. There you go. There's was step one. Step two. We included that. We did have music going in the background. I asked Larry, what would you like to have playing? He said, I don't know, maybe some hip hop, but none of that new crap, none of that new stuff. So he's not down with Roddy Ricch or any of that shit. Nope, he's not feeling that. But yeah, so we were having some margs while we were working. You'll see lots of chords. Lou, thank God. It was just as we took things apart, I'd just pick it up and throw it. And then a minute later, Lou would come from behind and he'd take everything, he'd roll it up very nicely, and he'd put it on this table, flip one table over to give us a little bit of area to work. It was great.
He walked around with a pocket of zip ties one day.
He was so helpful. Seriously, I mean that. And so as we progressed, we got this in, we painted it, we cleaned up around there. Got some nice pictures. You see there's the hallway I was talking about, and then the doorway over there is like, people will pop in if we end up down the road. I'd love to bring guests in and come hang out. I mean, this is a cool place. I mean, there's plenty of like there's showers and stuff here. So like bands are in town. There's all kinds of cool stuff. So this is it. You can see as we start building it up, and the monitor behind me that you see, it went in. The table was there originally. We're gonna put a little table there. I felt like it started to kind of gum up the works. You'll see Lou. There's Lou under there putting in power stuff. Look at these guys on the ground. I love it. Working hard. There's Larry in the background there.
What was that?
That's a little test shot of one of the first.
You look feeble.
Well, yeah. Again, we were testing lights. You can kind of see how things change. Where the way the lights were coming in, bad hair day, which backgrounds we should try.
Oh yeah, look at one of those background options there.
Yeah.
Huh?
So you can kind of see one of the ideas. You'll see a very familiar background in a minute. But yeah, here's kind of as it was going. All the wires started building in. I think we had cut a hole in the table here at this point you'll see there, a camera mount. We decided that that wasn't going to work because the camera looked like shit. So we were going to, first it was going to be on the table, but you literally just tap the table with your finger and it would start to shake. So we had to move that to a stationary position. That's why that table ended up getting moved. And you can kind of see, this is just me, bad hair day, taking pictures. That was one of the original iterations of the logo. We changed the colors up a little bit because I wanted a little bit more prettiness in it.
Added the gradient, yeah.
I loved this background. It looked really great, but for whatever reason, it didn't loop properly, and it would stop, and it looked dumb, so it pissed me off. But
I'm sorry, we were reaching a deadline. I can probably get that to work, but we were just bumping up against it.
You can even see my hair's even gotten more gray just since then. God, it's coming in fast. But this was one of the backgrounds we were considering using. I did tell you, everybody, I wanted to have a familiar look from where I migrated over from, and you guys migrated over from, and. As we were doing it, Lou and Larry went, maybe we don't do that. Because I'll be honest with you, it looked the best out of all of them.
Yeah.
But now in hindsight, I kind of like ours the best. You see, B1 and Darla Bean Arena were here helping out too one day. So that was the extent of their help.
It kind of looks similar to yours.
Somebody had to take pictures. So that's it. Those are all the pictures that we have. And I hope you guys enjoyed checking those out. I had a lot of fun going back through those myself because it was great getting the show together. I really people were wondering where I was. And it was so nice that you guys were actually chill behind the scenes too and just kind of letting me do my thing and not like we got to talk about it. We got to do this. We just did our thing behind the scenes. It was great.
Just so everyone knows, we clowned them as much as you guys did about the update, the announcement about the update.
Oh my God, yes. Let me try to explain something to you doo-doo-head, dipshit, dumb fucks out there. Okay? An update isn't an announcement. Okay? Updates are updates. And if there isn't an update, you don't have an update. If there is an announcement, there is an announcement. I'm updating you that there will be an announcement. And then the announcement is the announcement. How is this so hard to understand?
We told you.
Billboarding,
you should
teasing. This is a thing that people do in this industry. For whatever reason, I'm so good at it, I drive people to call it cryptic. It's not cryptic.
You didn't take my advice and make an announcement about your definition of announcements.
I did. Every single time somebody would send something stupid to me, I would reply to them with what the definition of announcement and
you
what
should have
the
made a whole
definition of
announcement.
update was.
You should have made a whole announcement about it.
Well, I didn't think I had to.
Announcement, this is what an update is.
Fucking bullshit is what it was. I do have a couple emails here I want to
pull my finger. God damn, dude.
Oh, pull. Oh. No, the tweet.
Yeah, I got that.
I know we did talk about show earlier, and I'm feeling kind of media-ish today.
Let's talk more shows.
Well, actually, did anything come down about? I had the TV on. I turned it off. Did anything come down about Deshaun while we were on here? Because I know
I have not seen anything on my phone yet.
I know there was. Have you been watching? Because I know there was.
That alert will pop up.
Yeah, the NFL was. He has his inquiry today or whatever. They're looking into him with the whatever the discipline decision is going to be. Sorry about that. I got my fat tongue happening. So, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I was hoping that we'd get an update during the show today. I thought there would be some sort of this is because I actually had a conversation with my sons today
about Deshaun,
about whether or not we are going to continue to be Cleveland Browns fans.
Nah, no, are you serious?
Yeah, because I think I'm conflicted because there's 51 other players or whatever on the team other than Deshaun Watson.
Uh-huh.
But I find it they're fucking liars. They're lied.
Like all the players or the
no,
team?
No, not the
like
players. The owners and the whoever was in charge of the investigation. When they said they did their due diligence, and then it's a he said, she said case, and they didn't even bother to go get the she said side of it. They didn't ask one single victim one question about it. But then you come back and say we did our due diligence. That's fucking bullshit. I can't. I don't know that I could justify that. So,
But they did do their due diligence. I mean, if you by that definition of it, they're not the investigatory team. Is that the word?
No, who they hired didn't. They should have said when they read the report, why didn't you interview any of the victims? That would have been my question. If I was Jimmy Haslam, I would have read the report and went, "Oh, this is cool that you think our quarterback didn't do any of this and he's nothing to worry about here." But how did you come up with that without speaking to one single victim, alleged victim?
But doesn't that just put him on trial again? Like that. This is the problem I think is having. It's like these parties that keep coming in to investigate are basically putting him on trial over week after week after week on trial.
I don't care. That's the point. But no, you're missing my point though. The Browns, if they said they did their due diligence.
He said doo-doo.
They are doo-doo right now. I'm pissed at them because, we make this big move, and then they had to have known more than what with the 66 girls in 17 months, and then there's so much smoke. There had to be fire at this point. It just.
Okay, so do you hear that they're tying this to the idea that you remember Brady with the Deflategate and how his whole hearing and everything was coming to be, and by the time they rendered a decision and suspended him, then the NFLPA comes in, appeals it. He's eligible to play week 1. He played the entire season before they revisited again. Do you think that the Browns' due diligence was, can we time this right? Basically get them to the point where, hey, we know he's going to settle. That's why we only going to let you talk one time when we sign you. You're going to talk now, and then you're going to talk again when you're about to settle.
The Browns literally only got back in the conversation because they looked at Deshaun Watson and said, hey, we'll give you guaranteed money to come here.
Hey, no
matter what the fuck happens, we're going to pay your motherfucking ass. We don't care what you did, but we're going to pay your motherfucking ass out. We'll give you your first year $1 million salary. So if you do get suspended for a year, Deshaun, you only have to pay $1 million. And you'll only lose $1 million out of the $250 that we have guaranteed to you.
But what I'm saying, don't you think that in that same regard, we're going to give you all this money? If they did their quote due diligence and didn't interview the women, that they probably came to the same realization, like, dude, you need to settle this. And then he said, no, I'm not gonna. I'm innocent. Then they came back and said, settle it. We'll give you the money to settle it with.
That's disgusting. That's awful. That's my point. I can't. That's my. And thank you for bringing me where I'm at with my sons. How do we support this football team anymore when they're doing things like that? And I'm not sitting here like I'm some super, advocate for. I mean, I obviously don't want anybody sexually assaulted, but I'm not some sort of, advocate for victims or anything like that. I'm not trying to pretend I'm standing on a soapbox.
You still mad at me for that?
I'm not pretending I'm standing on some sort of soapbox here, but I just truly don't. I don't know how I can root for a team just like the Texans. The Texans now are implicated in this, and they're being accused of covering it up.
So what? You're not gonna watch, and you don't like the Texans or the Browns?
No, I don't like either of them. I don't like the Commanders. I don't like that. I don't like that organization. What's going on there? I mean, So I said to him, this is a team. I bleed brown and orange. I literally bleed brown and orange. I went through a little stage when I was a little kid where I liked the Bengals and the Raiders. So I said to the boys, I go, what do we do? Do we switch? We Bengals fans? We go to the Raiders? What do we do?
Who would you pick?
Which team do I switch to?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. They both went definitely not Pittsburgh. Sorry, guys.
That wasn't even an option. That's not even an option.
No, they said that first when I was going through which team should we vote for. And then they were like the Ravens. And I was like, well, no, when I was a kid, I kind of liked the Bengals. And I like Joe Burrow. He's kind of cool. Yeah. I like Cool Joe. I like whatever you call him. I think he's cool.
But you don't want to cheer for somebody that you can actually get to and watch?
Cincinnati's not that far.
Detroit?
I do like the Lions coach with the biting the knees. I love that guy. You ever hear that quote?
Chicago.
You know that quote? You
yeah.
Ever heard that? I love that. Their coach knock us down. We'll bite your knees. We'll bite your kneecaps off on the way up. I love that guy. And he's like me. He loves his espresso and his coffee and his red eyes. He loves that. That cracks me up. I love that dude. So yeah, I could see rooting for Detroit,
or Chicago. There's Chicago too. You got the Bears.
No, I can't root for any Chicago teams.
I guess Cincinnati is closer to Chicago.
Yeah, I have family who lived in Cincinnati at one point. Maybe some still there, so maybe I could pull that. But
so why in all this, when they talk about like, okay, there's this suit coming against the Texans, and you're blaming, or not blaming, but holding the Browns accountable to some level? Why aren't you mad with the NFL altogether?
Because I love football.
But isn't it? It's the NFL is what's making all this possible.
Football. I love it. I lay in bed thinking about football. I wake up thinking about football. I'm obsessed with football.
But that's contradictory.
I watch defensive line training videos on Instagram probably more than I look at boobs on Instagram.
Not true.
I look at a lot of. I send Shay two or three
boobs.
Well, when he's older. I send Shay 2 or 3 defensive line videos every day. I'm constantly trying to technique and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But there's other football besides the NFL. So why don't you hold the NFL accountable as much as everybody wants to hold the teams accountable?
It's a good question. I think they're starting. We're going to find out in a minute. I think when that decision comes down, the NFL is going to start. The Me Too and everything has hit the NFL, and it's about to hit hard. And land on Deshaun Watson's head, I think.
The reason I say that is, okay, so the NFL right now has the NFL Network. They have a buy-in at ESPN and CBS Radio, all those entities that they have a stake in understanding that their business needs to drive. This was not the first time the NFL heard about all this in the first place. He was already off for a year. Why didn't the NFL do anything before? When it was already in front of the grand jury.
We live in a different world even from a year ago, from 2 years ago. It's more and more. You're just. There's no tolerance, zero tolerance essentially now for misconduct, especially when it comes to sexual misconduct, and now. The heads are rolling, and Deshaun's is going to be the head that rolls the hardest, the farthest, and the longest, I think.
I just can't understand why there's so much put on punishing Deshaun Watson over civil cases, and no one lifted a finger when there was a criminal case. Like they
waited for that to go away. I mean, you let the criminal proceedings go through, and I guess I have forgotten that the criminal stuff went through.
It went through the whole ringer and found that they weren't going to indict. But even after that outcome, there still stood the point where, oh my gosh, Deshaun Watson's case, he's being indicted, or his indictment is being presented to a grand jury. Why didn't the NFL come in at that time and say, look, this is a violation of our conduct policy. This is the punishment. Boom, right then and there. They waited all the way up until now when the man got another job, moved to another city, and continued his life. It's weird.
Came out, that girl in the New York Times digged and dug and digged. The HBO thing came out. More stuff came out.
There was so much opportunity for them to do what they're doing now, and I don't know why they're not being.
And you're forgetting that we live in a world now where, yes, the criminal courts obviously, are important, but once you get through that, the court of public opinion is a whole nother story. I mean, look at what happened with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I know Johnny won, but people still have a weird skewed opinion of him.
He's still a white man. He's still a white man.
I know that. I guess that, again, I'm not a black guy, so it's hard for me to, obviously, it's hard for me not to, I can't put myself in that position to be able to understand your point on that one and, feeling like he might be being picked on because he's a black dude. I mean, he is a black quarterback in the NFL, which is not it's not as uncommon as it used to be.
Yeah, but there's still only four.
There are still only a few black dudes playing quarterback. So I hope that it doesn't have anything to do with that. And I hope as things come out more along with what happened with Daniel Snyder, what's going on over there with the Commanders, which is just they've covered up stuff for him and everything.
And that was the actual NFL covering stuff.
Yes,
that was actual NFL.
So again, I believe we're moving into a time now where the NFL has decided that, look, for us to remain, because there are a ton of women who love football. There are a ton of women who are in football. My ex-wife loves football. She loved Peyton Manning. She had no goddamn connection to that guy whatsoever. Just loved the way he played football. Loved his personality. It was it. So my current wife, no, whatever she is, happy 10-year anniversary, by the way, B1.
Don't say it with a side smirk.
What do you do? What's up with the fucking apartment? You getting rid of that? The month ends in 2 days here. So
that's her anniversary gift to you.
I can set out my 10-year anniversary. You're fully committed and moving back in. Yay! No, that's great. I'll take that. That'd be great. But no, Deshaun Watson, I was hoping we'd have some sort of thing come down with him at this point. But I see your point, and I can understand why you would feel that way, being a black dude. I get it. But again, kind of, I'm not a black dude, so it's hard for me to go. I don't think that. I don't think that they're picking on him because he's black. But I don't know. Just like I didn't think the abortion thing is picking on women. It's just they're trying to keep babies alive.
I mean, again,
fucking weirdos.
You go back to Tom Brady. He cheated in the game, and you allowed him to play for an entire year before you did anything, and then you only had him sit out 4 fucking games. Stupid.
How did he cheat for a whole year? I thought it was one game, Deflategate.
No, it was one game, but then they came down in that offseason with a decision to suspend him, gave him suspension for 6 games. He appealed it, and the NFLPA backed his appeal, and because it went to a court.
The NFLPA is going to back his appeal. That's their job.
Yeah,
to back the
but
players,
then it went to a court, and they had to set aside the suspension, and he's eligible. And they didn't revisit it again until April the following year.
See, I don't remember exactly all. So what he admitted, there was a bunch of text messages. Did he officially tell them to deflate the ball? I don't remember even officially what it was.
Yeah, he never admitted to anything. He fought the suspension basically, or appealed it. Gave no reason why he appealed it. NFLPA represented him in that appeal, saying that the punishment was too severe for what he did, and therefore was trying to reduce it from 6 games to 4 games. When the judge interjected and stopped and put an injunction on the suspension because it had to be looked at, that made him eligible to play week 1.
Crazy.
Once that came to be, they didn't come back again until the spring, and that was just the NFLPA saying it should be 4 games instead of 6. And when they said 4 games, Tom Brady said, all right, I'll take 4 games.
Now, I understand what's good for the goose isn't for the gander, or however the fuck that saying goes. But if,
yeah, it's a lot to take in when you know. It just seems to me, again, when you put in Schneider, Kraft, Brady, even Roethlisberger.
Oh, hold on, I'm going to cut you off right there. Does any of that matter, though? Yes, if they were wrong in the past and they should have done better, now's their chance.
Why? No, and that's what I'm saying. Why is he the example now? Why is he the example?
Because I think it's just the timing of the world we live in.
The timing could have happened before he got the payday, before he got traded to the Browns, before he decided that, I'm going to play and not sit out. The timing could have been then. Why now? Why when he makes a come up? Why when he makes a come up do they want to kick him back down?
That's why. He got $250 million guaranteed after he allegedly sexually assaulted women or had sexual misconduct with these women. So people are thinking, he's being rewarded for it. That's why it's happening after the come up, because he got the come up, because everyone went, what the fuck? This fucking guy did this and he gets rewarded for it. Guaranteed. The Browns then facilitate it in a way where he's gonna get it no matter what, unless they kick him out and don't reinstate him. Then we're really fucked. Then we're dealing with Jake, because Baker Mayfield today said, yesterday was like, no, there's gonna be a major reach out that's gonna happen from the Browns before I even consider playing for them,
or a major reach around.
Watson, Cheesecake Factory. So I do have to. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Deshaun Watson. I was hoping that would happen today, but maybe it won't. But I did mention. I want to talk about the chat. I just got an email that came in. Now, am I going to have to put people on timeout? Am I going to have to be Papa Dumb? I mean, we going to have to do all this? And old daddy's going to have to be, oh, what's this? Ooh, super chat.
I'm going to make some mods.
Look at
I'm going to
this.
make some mods after
Loving
the
the
holiday.
vibe. Keep it up, fellas. Homelander is the beastiest superhero. That's from Jake DeFunk. He hooked us up with a fitty. Good looking out, Jake. Appreciate you, bruh. Hell yeah, dude. Good looking. But no, I got an email. I got an email that came in. Is that what that is? A super fan?
Super fan.
There you go. Nice. Thank you. I got an email that came in from Roberta. Roberta called in yesterday and said Larry looks like every other black guy. No, I'm kidding. No, she called in yesterday, and I like her because I asked. I said, Roberta, send me what you're talking about so we can do it. And she did. She called and she emailed in. So I appreciate Roberta's interactivity. So because she sent an email and said something about what's going on in the chat, Mallory, I just saw. She said, "Go Giants, $1.99. Thanks for the dough." Roberta said, "Hey, Dumb, maybe think about getting some mods in the chat. Some trolls need to be taken care of." We got trolls in there, Larry. You been watching?
I have been watching.
What's going on in the chat?
I think I don't know. I think the biggest thing is I appreciate you guys watching. I think Dumb appreciates you guys watching.
I definitely do.
I don't think you guys can write the rundown like this guy has it in mind about what he wants to talk about on his show. It's like I don't know what to tell you guys. Like,
I'm talk about whatever the fuck I want. Yeah, that's it. What I mean, that's it. What am I? Are they saying I should be talking about something else?
Yeah, but that goes back to earlier in the chat, or earlier in the issue that, get off of the Star Wars talk. And
they're still hung up on that.
Some people may not be too uber excited to talk NFL. I don't know what to even do at that point.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can't. Well, Larry, you know what? Let me tell you something about this. You can't please everybody all the time. You can do what you hope to do, and you can talk about what you want to talk about. But again, yesterday I spent a lot of time talking about your dick. I didn't see anybody fucking complaining in the chat about that, did they? No, I didn't see any of that. Look at Home Mycology, $10, shrooms and hearts. Thank you for the love in the chat, guys. Seriously, 420, blaze them if you got them from Jay. Keep that love coming, guys. I do appreciate it. But yeah, so hold on. So I know we got somebody who goes in the chat all the time, calling in. So Diana, what's going on? What's going on in the chat?
So I want to address this trolls in the chat thing.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yesterday we had a Shane French in there, which I think is BS.
I think I'm pretty sure I kicked that guy out. So I'm pretty sure.
Right.
But yeah, no,
There's been other ones. The worst one was Charlie is responsible for someone's death. That was the worst one we've seen yet. But
oh no,
because you don't let Larry monitor the chat, like this is where we come into problems, and they're just trolling the chat. I don't mind people saying like, "Oh, Timmy fake sucks" or whatever, but.
So how can I monitor the chat?
To be ADS Lou.
Well, yeah, I think Lou's working up front, so it's hard for him to do that. But we may have a solution for this.
What is it?
I got some emails, and not only do people want to offer their help as a third seat here, there are people who want to help behind the scenes.
They want my job. They want to take my job.
Well, they want to offer you the opportunity to focus on, talking to me more and not looking at the chat and the video and the sound and, all the technical stuff. And I'm not sweating you. I'm just saying that they'd rather you can just sit and talk and not have to worry about all that. And this dude is a sound engineer, and he has a lot of experience and went to actual college for it. And you want to know the best thing?
You said actual college.
Yeah, I didn't go to college. This guy's smarter
very cool,
than me.
But can I state an opinion real quick?
Sure. Yes, please.
Sorry. So I know you guys, you yelled at Larry last week, I think, about paying attention to the chat, but I think the consensus is, and the chat can correct me if I'm wrong, chat interaction is a big reason, it's a big draw to your show.
Agreed.
So for people especially sending super chats and paying money for you to read something, when it's sent, because it hopefully is about the topic, we like being in there and chatting amongst ourselves, but we like when you guys acknowledge that we're there with you at the time.
I do, and I believe that's what I'm doing right now, Diana, if you're picking up what I'm putting
No,
down,
I mean, there is a whole 2-hour show.
Yeah. Well, I know, you're right, and I think I did mention earlier that we would that I was going to talk about the chat. I think I did tease that earlier, so I appreciate.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah, I have all the intention in the world of talking more about the chat. Again, it goes a billion miles per hour for me to keep track of and talk, and you guys know how I am. I have a hard enough time to on point. So again,
For
thank you
sure,
to
yeah, and you're
everybody.
doing a great job. I just think it's going to take time for like you to integrate the chat in. I'm just saying what the consensus is because I'm calling right now.
Yeah, and you know what? It's part of at the old show. There was no chat. It was either like tweets and emails and all that kind of stuff, and I was always on the phone. So it's a different sitch from me. Excuse me.
You got that? You got that? Uh-oh. Okay.
Sorry,
Can I ask
too many
if
blunts.
the phones that you have, do they have text enabled too?
There will be by next week. Maybe even tomorrow because I have a guy that is going to be doing it. I just got to send an email basically to get it set up, and I just haven't gotten around to it.
I'm not taking away from the show. You're doing an amazing job, Larry. Shout out to you as well.
Thank you.
Glad you're calling in time where we are learning about the chat. I'm learning about this new this new medium that we're working from here. So there's it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve for old dumb here. But, old big sexy's got it under control, Diana. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. All right, talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Adios, son. No, again, I do appreciate all you guys being in the chat. And it's fun. I do want to interact more with it. I just don't want to Oh, I did see somebody. Where'd that one say? Somebody said, I like dumb shirt. You like my shirt, Larry? This is not a typical shirt.
I saw that earlier when we were outside.
Now, I went to there's a little restaurant down in the thing from us, and I went and ate there with the boys. And when I was ordering the food, she was usually she's very friendly.
Yeah, she's friendly.
Tiny bit standoffish, and I noticed she kept looking at my shirt, and my shirt says, "Trees are the answer." If you are listening on the podcast and not watching, and it's got little just trees all over it in a pattern. And I normally don't wear shirts like this. In fact, I don't own one other single shirt that's like this that has kind of a pattern like this.
Yeah, because that looks like the pattern that you would find on shorts, board shorts.
Like these?
Yeah, yeah, like those.
On these? Look what I did. This is the new thing, mismatched patterns.
That is
right?
So fucking crazy.
So I brought that together today, and my boys were even like, "Damn, that's not a bad outfit, Dad." But the lady at the restaurant,
dots on dots,
she saw. Well, these are little trees.
That's all she saw, yeah.
And they look like little weed buds, kind of almost. And it says trees are the answer. That's why I bought it, because it made smoke weed. Right?
But that's
smoke
not an official weed shirt, right? Those are actual Brunswick trees or something, right?
I don't know what it is. It's just could be an oak tree for all I know. It's just little green trees on a shirt, and it
Maybe
says trees
it's oak.
are the answer. So to me, that was a. It's a weed shirt without being a weed shirt. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got it. So
it would make people look and steer. I would say.
Thank you to the person who said that. So
that's what you got all out of the chat, is that your shirt looked nice.
There's a ton to go. I could go through that. I'll go through some chat. Let's go through some chat.
I think if I go back to Diana's call, one of the biggest things is I don't want. I'm not gonna say I'm leaving the show if you're doing this, but I watch them enough. I don't want to do a chat show. Those are crazy. Chat shows.
I don't even know what do people do that where they just their whole time is spent.
Yeah, they turn YouTube on and the chat guides the entire thing, and it's just reading the chat.
I don't have a problem with the chat. Oh God, I was just about to grab you. The person who was sitting on hold, so call back. Jeez, oh man, take one. Literally, was about to click the button. Call back. Yeah, 844 hit dumb, 844 hit dumb. If you're in the chat, you know what? I'll tell you exactly what will drive me to be more interested in the chat. If I hear from you on the phone, honest to God, because Chris, Blue Wolverine, I've been seeing Blue Wolverine in there. I don't know I haven't seen him today, I don't think, but he's usually in there. Chris, he's one of our super fans that donates. He called in yesterday, and it made me want to interact with him and the chat more. So I would say if you're in the chat and you want to talk to me more or want me to interact more with the chat, then call 844-HIT-DUMB. Let me get to know you a little bit more on the phones. Hi, you're on another Dumb Show. Who's this?
You?
What's up?
I just wanted to say I'm glad you're back and I love you, friend.
Thank you. Who's this?
Home Ecology.
What's that?
It is Home Ecology from in the chat.
Oh, nice. How do you spell that? Because it's hard for me to keep up with all those.
HOME Mycology. I just donated $10 to you, but I just wanted to say I'm glad you're back and I love you, friend.
Good looking out, my friend. I really appreciate that, dude. See,
now we're super fan.
Now we're on it. Good looking out, my super fan. Good looking out. Now we're talking, guys. So, see, here we go. You want more interaction from me with the chat? give me a call and we'll get to know you guys a little bit more. Thank you so much, homie. Hi, you're on another dumb show. Hey, who's this?
Ben from Kent.
Ben from Kent, what's up, my friend?
What up, man?
Are you a chatter?
I'm more of a watcher and caller than chatter.
Perfect. I appreciate you calling in, man. What can I do for you?
Now, question for you.
Okay.
So, are you guys looking more into co-hosts?
I am. Yeah, I wanted to get the technical stuff a little bit more fixed first, to be honest with you, because I see Larry kind of, not struggling isn't the right word, just overwhelmed a little bit with a lot of distraction, and that's understandable.
Overworked.
Not overworked, just there's just too many things to keep track of, and it's hard for him there.
I just don't have enough time in the day at this point. Those kind of things are changed, but it's like when I get in here into the studio, I have a lot of things to do to get ready to go live, and then we have a lot of catching up to do ourselves, and then once I'm in the show, it's just making sure everything is fucking running.
And so I think what we'll do for your moving forward is once I get the other person in here to kind of work on things behind the scenes, then I'm going to focus a little bit more on who's coming in as the third seat, and then we'll get them in here. And again, I want to do. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I saw someone hit you up, Matt Campy.
Yes, he did. He jumped in the chat. I saw some emails from him too, and I did mention I would get in touch with him. I know he's really good at like a lot of production stuff too. So that was one of the reasons why I was thinking about talking to Campy too. So there's a lot of different options. I'm not gonna lie to you though. I am leaning a little bit more towards a female co-host or third seat, whatever the fuck. Than a dude. So a lot of dicks already here. So, hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this?
Dumb, it's your boy.
What is up, PD Jizzle?
What's good, man? You forgot about the PDJ?
I didn't forget about you, dude. We had a new phone system, and all the saved names I had, they got deleted. So I couldn't tell who was who. But welcome back, my brother. How are you?
I'm doing really fucking good. I'm in my house. I'm getting some shit done, and my studio's about to be back up. But I'm trying to be up in your studio chilling with Larry and Dom himself.
I do think I'll probably will come to have you come chill at some point because I think you're fun, and I know you're getting ready to start your stand-up career, and I'd love to have you come in here and just hold a mic and do your bit. I would love to just give you a shot, and just because I like you, PDJ, and I think you're fun. I don't know if you're funny at all, but I think you're fun. Two different things. I'm pretty fun, probably not very funny. PDJ, I think is fun. I don't know if he's funny, so I'm interested to see what his stand-up would be like. And I think we have that sweet little handheld here with the mic and everything, so we could do that. We could put a little we could actually literally put him right behind, like in front of that black screen, and light him up like it's his own. And we'll put the little Maker's Mark sign on and everything, like he's in. We got our own little stand-up fucking thing here. We'll do, and you could come and do your stand-up for us. What do you think of that?
We could do it in a lounge and charge a cover, give him a whole stage.
No, that's no fun. It's in this. Yeah, we'll get there maybe. But what do you think, PDJ? Does that sound fun?
Dude, I'll tell you what. If I start cutting out all of the material that I think is 50-50, I got at least 10 minutes.
Okay, I like that. Good, because I don't want it. Because if it sucks,
straight fire.
Okay, 10 minutes of straight fire. All right, PDJ. I got your info, and maybe we'll do that this week.
Hey, PDJ, do you have Dumb said you were starting your stand-up. Do you already have plans for any open mics that you're going to do outside of ADS?
Don't let him do that. He's got to do that here.
Okay, save it.
God damn it. And then I lost the phone call. Why'd you lose? Son of a bitch. The other person that was calling, I can't put him on hold because we don't have a phone screener, so I can only do one at a time.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
I'm just.
I thought I would get through 1 week.
Everybody thought I was. I'm not yelling at Larry. I'm not yelling. I just don't want to. I don't want everybody to go see his thing there. I want everybody to see it here, Larry. If we're
I
going to do it
know
here,
that,
then
but it sounded like he did it, and I wanted to offer him. Okay.
Let him do it here first. Then we'll promote where he's going to be.
You say you're going to do it this week?
I'd like to maybe do it this week. That might be fun because I have a few different things I want to get in before the end of the week. I do have the game that I'd mentioned I'd like to play, but I think I'd like to have a person that might be one of the potential co-hosts participate in that game, or maybe two.
Bring them in.
See who does better. I just have to decide how I want to do it.
Let's get it done. What you waiting for?
I'm just looking through the chat here a little bit here. Mallory Ann says people in here, speaking of the chat, says are mean, and she doesn't want people to be mean. I agree. I would prefer we keep the positive vibes in the chat. I guess there's probably natural infighting between Carrie and Diana.
Maybe.
And their thing, they got beef. Yeah. That's different. They got beef.
I think the other thing is, like, if you don't like the topic that Dumb is talking about, call in and tell him. Call in and tell him.
No, go fuck yourself.
Call in and tell him.
No, don't call and tell me. No, don't ever call me to tell me you don't like what I'm talking about. What Larry just said, don't ever do that.
Well, we'll have a phone screener soon.
Comment about what we're talking about is what I would love to hear. If you don't like what I'm talking about, you're not going to like this show. That's just all there is to it. So you could say all you want, I hate what they're talking about, but that will not drive what I'm going to decide to talk about. I'm telling you that right now, guys. So it is another dumb show. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I will say I want interaction is definitely what I want. So, and the chat goes fast, so call with your comments. But again, don't just call and say, I don't want to talk about that. Fuck that. Fuck that.
I guess I meant, what you're saying, comment why you don't like it.
Yeah, that's fine. You want to comment why you don't like it. That's fine. If you want to call and say you don't want to, then that's one of the things what made me the world's greatest phone screener on the old show. When people would just call and say, Dumb, I hate XYZ.
And then you would ask why.
Exactly, because nobody gives a shit if you just hate XYZ.
I think that's more for what I was going for.
Because they do XYZ, that's a different story. Yeah. So, hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this? Hi.
Hey, I just wanted to say I'm glad I stuck around to listen because it was great after you stopped talking about Babylon 5.
Great show, man. It's a great show.
I'm glad you feel that way. Which part of it was the turnaround? The Sean Watson stuff, or what turned it around for you? The chat convo?
Literally, as soon as you started talking about superhero movies.
Oh, okay. So then you're into it. So you're into the superhero stuff. Who's this?
You're breaking up.
Oh, son of a bitch, this guy.
Can you please just save him?
You're on another dumb show. Who's this?
Well, it's me.
Hey, who was this?
What do you mean, who's this?
Now you hear it.
Hi, how are you? Sorry about that. You have the worst fucking phone in the history of the world, my friend. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What's up, man?
I wanted to call and say I don't like what you're fucking about, and I want to fight you.
Get in line, dude. Wolf tickets, right? Isn't that what they used to say, or whatever the fuck that means?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for calling. I'm glad you. How are you, Scrooge? Everything good? You in the chat too?
Yes, I actually have been in the chat a little bit. Not today, just because I've been running around doing stuff. But yeah, I've been in the chat a little bit, and I'm doing much better than last week.
Good.
Sure.
I'm glad to hear it. So, what you were dealing with girl stuff last week, right?
He threw his own stuff out. I think
that's right. That's right.
He threw himself out the house.
You threw yourself out. I forgot about that.
Last week was actually pretty tough for me as well. Because it was Father's Day, and it was the first Father's Day without my dad because he passed away in April of this year. So that was really tough dealing with that. Got super wasted at the bar, trying to walk home. That was, yeah. But now that it's, I've had some time, I've been doing better.
Well, I just had Larry. He's grabbing me a brew. I'm gonna crack one in honor of your dad. How's that sound?
Yeah, and it was especially nice because he loved baseball, and his favorite team was the Yankees, and they were playing that night, and they fucking kicked ass. So that was That was nice.
Let's-
So I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Here's to Scrooge's dad, everybody. Crack one and drink
Yeah.
one to Scrooge's dad.
I'm gonna
Cheers.
pour one out for
Look at that.
And,
Larry's
you know,
even pouring one out
Pouring
for
one
your
out
dad.
for
Look
us.
at
It's
this.
on camera, pouring it out.
Look at
There
that.
you go. And, you know, always wish your father a happy Father's Day, because you don't know, you don't know when you're never going to get the chance not to.
So
always make sure, always say hi.
Yeah.
And check in.
So I thank you, Scrooge. I appreciate it. I'm sorry about your dad, my dude. And
You're welcome.
all the best moving
I
forward. I
appreciate
hope
it.
you have a good summer moving forward. Let loose in honor of your pops for this summer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, I've been going to the bars, meeting people, having, friends.
Unprotected
Smoking
sex, getting some monkeypox.
No.
Getting a massage?
No.
No monkeypox? I heard it's made its way up into New York.
Well, I don't roll that way, so I don't think I'd get it.
You're not doing gay sex group gay sex parties?
No, I cannot say that I'm doing group gay sex parties.
Who's telling you can't say that?
Or group.
Why can't you say it? Is it part of the rules?
Is
for
it a
the
hostage
club?
situation?
Yeah, no, you can't say it. It's one of the rules of the group gay sex club. You can't ever. It's like Fight Club. You can't. The first rule: don't ever talk about it. So, sorry, Scrooge, didn't give you a chance to dig out of that hole. But no, I'm glad Scrooge is doing better and he's laying some pipe. Is B1 in the chat? Is that really her? Or is that a fake one?
No, it can't.
Is that a fake one?
I'm thinking it's a no. That's a no.
I don't know. I think that picture, I don't know where else that picture is anywhere else in like media. I mean, that might actually be her.
I'm looking back
I'm
here.
not sure. I have to peek and see.
Well, we do have a super
she's
fan here.
actually in the chat.
We got a super fan chat here if you want to read that one.
She said, I'm
it
here.
Is
Does
Rex
that mean
Holes.
she's here in the chat? She's here where?
Rex Hole says, so we do not call and tell you what to talk about then, or ... Just making sure.
I don't know what that means.
It was a super fan chat.
So do we not call and tell you what to talk about then? No, you can call and tell me if you have something you want to talk about. Don't call and say, dumb, stop talking about what you're talking about. Do you see the difference there? Two very different things. If you have something you would like to talk to me about, I implore you. That's why I give you the phone number, 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. Again, but don't just call and say, dumb, I don't want to talk about that. Find the openings here. Okay, guys? Like when I give the phone number out.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Diz says it's a fake. Diz says it's a fake B1 in there. I don't know who wants to be the moderator. Do we find somebody to be the moderator? I don't know if.
Do you want my nomination now, or you want to talk about this later?
You could say I don't give a shit.
I do.
Wait,
actually,
hold on. If you're going to do it, you got to have a. I mean, I would like a list of reasons. I would like not just a name. Yeah. Okay, let's hear it.
I got you.
Okay,
I got you. I nominate Diz.
Ooh.
Diz is a huge fan of the show. Mm-hmm. He's emailed that he wanted to help out. He is very, very knowledgeable of YouTube and what it can do while we're on the platform. And he's a cool dude. Also, he can't be a correspondent because I guess he's kind of local. But like at least we can get something in there, get him somewhere.
Throw Diz a bone already is what you're saying. This guy's in here all day. That's funny. Oh wait, hold on. I just got a text.
Oh,
it might be her.
Oh, it might be. It
is her.
If you approve that, I can make that move at any moment.
Well, maybe Diz should call in. I would actually prefer if people called in to tell me why they should be the moderator versus just handing it out.
That's such a great idea. That's why you're a host, and I'm just sitting here just fucking talking.
I do like your idea for Disaster. Disaster, I think, though, can be a little petty.
That's what's going to make it so good.
Well, that could be a problem, though. I don't want pettiness. I want positive vibes in there. And people who are just like trolling or whatever.
Well, you can yell at him just like you yell at me.
Who said no mods? Why would he want it? I never said no mods. Who said no mods? Oh, Diz said no mods. Somebody's in here saying Disaster doesn't want any mods. Tammy Fake. Clee says Tammy Fake for mod. All right, we'll go to a Rochester correspondent, get his vote. Mikey, what do you think?
Oh, I want to be the moderator.
You're a correspondent. You can't be a moderator. Come on, man. You can't do both. You can't smoke weed.
I can moderate the chat too.
Can't smoke.
I'm in it nonstop.
Stoners can't be well, Diz is a stoner too. Oh boy. No, you're working on cars. You got bitches left and right. I know what you're up to, buddy. You don't have time to moderate the chat, Mikey. Come on. Hi, you're on another dumb show.
What's up, dumb? It's Diz.
Diz in the house. What's up, dude?
What's up, Diz?
What's up, yo? What's up? So check this out, man. This is my thing. When I'm in there in the chat, just as a chatter, I'm gonna say whatever and do whatever, just because that's basically what I can do.
Okay.
If I'm in there as a moderator, then I have a job to perform. I'm gonna perform my job.
Okay.
So I mean,
2 different hats is what you're saying. You're gonna wear 2 different hats. As a chatter, you're bringing the heat, and you don't care about positive vibes. You don't care about breaking hearts. You don't care about busting assholes.
Nah, we keep it honest and make it funny. That's pretty much it.
Well, that's sort of right.
So as far as moderation, we just want to keep the ignorance out. No people with the fake names. No people in there, saying stupid stuff. Putting in the super chats for saying retarded things that make no sense.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, R word. Oh, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Ignorant things that make no sense. I'm slightly retarded myself.
You might. I'm just might have to withdraw this nomination here.
We might not. People are mad at me for trying to get JR. Sounds like we got our own here.
Who's gonna mod Diz if he's a mod?
Well, like I said, I'm not employed to the show.
Yeah, he said I'm not there yet. Yeah, it's a free.
If we get to that step, then we absolutely can tone it down a bit for the show. But as far as calling in, making people laugh and having a good time, that's what I'm trying to do.
Now I don't know if I want Diz then, because I think I would rather have the unfiltered Diz than.
But that's for the show though. That's co-host material, Diz. That's what you want. But I mean, I don't know if you can afford me on that tip, bro. I mean.
Okay. Well then, yeah, the moderator's a free job too. So it's the co-host job.
We have to talk, dumb. We have a long history, bro. We know how to contact each other. We know how to talk. So I mean, I'm not even stressing it, bro. I'm enjoying the show like everybody else. I just want everyone to have a good ass time and enjoy this great show. Hit the damn thumbs up button. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all listening to the show, not hitting the thumbs up button. I'm getting absolutely pissed off about that.
I like his
Hit
style.
the damn thumbs up button.
Thank you, Diz. I appreciate it. See, Diz that's people tell me that I'm a yeller. That was a yeller. Diz was bringing the heat right there. Roberta, you're on another dumb show. What's up?
Yes. Hi.
How are you?
How'd you know it was me?
I saved your name yesterday.
Oh, you did?
I did. Yeah. Hi.
Awesome. I emailed you again after my first mod email.
Okay, you have another one in there.
And no, I do.
Okay, and it's okay. It says you'll be a mod. Just tell you what you need to do. You just want this to be a community and not just. You know what? That's actually a really good point. That's what I'm looking for too. I want the chat to be a community, which within a community. Oh, hey, within a community, it's not always positive vibes though. Right? There's sometimes you got Karens in a community.
Assholes in there either.
That's the thing though. If you go down the street, if you drive down there's a street by my house where the lady has a sign up that says my neighbor's a Karen. Then the house next door says I love all my neighbors. So you have to understand in a community, Roberta, there will be assholes.
Assholes are a two-way street.
Yeah. Right, but you don't have to be constantly rude.
True, I agree with that. I would prefer people who aren't constantly rude. So if you're being rude in the chat, I mean, cut the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Hang on, I put you on hold here. Colorado, hang on. B1 just walked into the studio out of nowhere. What's up, girl? Oh, wait, hold on.
No mic.
Got to turn your mic on.
No mic.
He forgot.
Hi, guys.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Good.
What a nice surprise.
Good. Hi.
I was not expecting to see you walk in here.
It was me. I just got off of work, and I drive past here when I leave work. So I stopped down in, and I was hanging out and just watching the tournament out there and hanging out with the boys. And
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot they're even here.
Yeah, are you kidding me? They forgot they're here. They're having the time of their life. They don't want to leave this place.
Yeah, it's cool out there on Tuesdays,
It
isn't
is. It was fun. I walked in, and Lou was like, "Are you here for the tournament?" I was like, "Do I have to pay for the tournament?"
He didn't recognize. Oh, I thought he didn't recognize you in your scrub gear or whatever.
No, he did.
Because
incognito.
Well, that's good to see. Did you have Did you come because it's our 10th anniversary today?
Yes, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, honey.
What'd you get him? What'd you get him?
probably the same thing I got her. Sitting in my bag waiting for us to finish the show.
Oh, can I join in on anniversary?
Exactly. That's pretty much how we celebrate everything. So, well, honey, I love you. I'm glad you're here. It's good to see your smiling face, darling.
Thanks. What a day.
Hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this?
This is Ben. How are you?
Ben, what's up, my dude? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Loveland, Colorado.
What's up, man?
I've talked to you before about some DMT.
Yes.
And you remember now?
Yes, I do. I have mentioned in the past that I want to do DMT. I want to actually get it injected, like I saw in the movies.
He talks
like
about
the
it
Joe,
all the time.
Yeah, the Joe Rogan one about DMT, where they actually like did the big test and you get it injected or on a drip versus snorting it or smoking it or drinking the tea.
My eyes are big because I do not know what DMT is.
What? You don't know what DMT is? Really?
Dimethyltryptamine?
No, I'm not lying.
Yes, dimethyltryptamine.
I nailed it?
Yes, it's G. I believe. I'm not going to say 100%.
Well,
I don't want somebody to
it
fact check
occurs.
me and me be wrong.
It occurs naturally in your body. It occurs naturally in nature.
Opens your third
and
eye.
It opens your third eye, Larry. It hits your pineal gland, and it connects you with. You want to know the one sentence that got me? 1,000 years of information in 10 minutes.
I don't know if I can handle that.
I don't
being
know.
Reborn. It's a whole mind F, to tell you the truth. It's fantastic though. It does open your.
You've done the trips, right, and done the tea. Have you gone? Isn't that what I think you told me?
I've done this. I've smoked.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I didn't do the. That's the only way I had. I'd do it any way they gave it to me. But
so you can drink. You can drink this.
Just a buddy who happened to have some.
Yes,
I believe so.
The ayahuasca plant is one of the main ways.
That's okay.
Main ways people get it, and they make a tea out of it, and that's really like if you take trips. There's actual because it's a religion, you can go be a part of this religion and take do the ayahuasca. And I've watched a bunch of documentaries about it, and the effects of what happens to your mind. That's what I want.
Nope.
Brittany is supposed to be one. She's scared to death of all that stuff. Yeah, she doesn't understand acid or expanding your mind or any of that kind of stuff.
And I've done acid and shrooms for years, and the DMT it's a whole different. It turns everything geometrical, like your eyes see things in triangles and angles and shapes and different colors, and it's just so fantastic.
That's so cool.
Why would you
It's
want
one
that?
of the greatest things out there.
Did you see? Did you
why not?
Did you fall into some weird Aztec shit or anything? Did you go back in time at all? Did you come up across any ancient shit?
I didn't with that one, but it was like I was gone forever, but I was really only sitting on the couch for 5 minutes.
See?
But it was like you go back 1,000 years and then you come. It's just
that's awesome.
It was fantastic. It was something I would.
It makes me think.
Recommend anybody do it any way you could.
It makes me think that maybe reincarnation is a real thing.
No.
Yeah.
I know it really, really does make you think.
Because you go back.
After you do it for the next few months, you'll have this feeling of
months.
Just openness. Yeah, months.
Wait, what about months? What I missed?
He said if you do it for the next few months.
No, he said you'll feel it. You'll feel it for the next few months.
I thought he said do it for the next 2 months.
You'll have clarity is what I mean for the next couple months. It like you said, it opens up your third eye and you just see things differently. It's fantastic.
So this is what I found so far. This
and you were
is the
talking
plant.
about the ayahuasca.
Oh, that.
Well, the ayahuasca is the plant. And
why are you showing Tyreek Hill?
That one you have to take a trip to the Amazon, I think. I think you have to go on some kind of Amazon jungle trip.
Yeah, you got to go. Yeah, they make you go. Yeah, you got to go do one of those things, one of those trips, and I think they have.
Down into the jungle.
I watched that Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia show on Vice.
I do miss that show.
I love that show.
That was a good show.
He goes and licks frogs and stuff
There's
like
all
that.
kinds of crazy drugs
He
he does.
loves hallucinogenics. So, and I always were fascinated by them because I was like a big like the Beatles fan, and I always loved the idea of expanding your mind. It just ever since I learned about drugs and somebody said you could expand your mind, I went, sweet, I want to do that.
No.
So is this the powder that I can put into like a drink or something? Does it dissolve?
Would you smoke powder? How did you smoke it? Was it?
Mine was like almost like it looked like it looked like crack, to tell you the truth.
That's what I'm looking at.
It wasn't.
Yeah. Well, I heard.
So you smoked this or you snorted this? Like what is you could?
I smoked it.
Yeah.
I smoked it in a little bubbler. It tastes like absolute ass. It smells like absolute ass, but it throws you.
You want to smoke some ass this weekend?
No, I don't know if I can. I think I'm waiting until my kids are all adults. So if I do go on this trip and never come back, I can at least.
Up before, so.
Yeah, I'm.
But my reason for calling today is because I live in Colorado, and I don't know if you guys have a can-despondent yet for Colorado.
Larry, I believe, has been keeping track of that, and I believe he actually is putting together a digital map. Somebody sent. Where's that email I hear? Somebody sent an email about an idea for the correspondence. Where's that email I saw?
Can you pull that up? I got to pull up the correspondent list because that's in a different.
Maybe that's where it went to, but I believe I don't think we have a Colorado correspondent.
We do not
yet.
We do not.
We should probably definitely consider doing that. And Larry, I believe he's going to be putting up a map with like little bongs, maybe, or little weed leaves for all the different correspondents and their names or something like that. So
a little blunt by the state name.
So Ben, it seems like Ben he's putting in his official application. Of course, we do ask everybody to email their applications, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com with, maybe you doing your thing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, can the email not be, I should be the correspondent?
I need a full resume.
Bye.
Yeah.
I need a resume. I need a cover letter. I need everything. All right.
I really just want to see
a photo.
Like yesterday's a
professional
I'll update my resume.
Yeah, perfect.
I'll add some video, maybe an image or two.
Send in your LinkedIn.
Watch.
We'll see if I pass.
Seth Rogen yesterday. I appreciate it, Ben. Thank you. Watch the video Seth Rogen did yesterday of him. Yesterday, because Seth Rogen's got his own weed line and like his own like little kitschy things. So he starts at him just rolling up weed with these long, it's like these fingers with these long, weird fingernails, like nice, I don't know, what are those? Just like long fingernails. And they had like bumps fake, all over them. And then it cuts to him, or the fingers rolling up this weed, and then it's smoking, and it's Seth Rogen, and he's, I mean, that's his, he could be our LA correspondent with that video. It's just him showing off his new ashtray and his little long nails there.
That was dope.
What was dope?
The video. It's just a pun. I'm sorry. I had to add it.
Oh, yeah. You guys and your puns. You and Brittany get along real well with your fucking puns.
You see that Seth Rogen video? It was dope, right?
He took mine. I was literally getting ready to say that, and Larry just took words right out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to keep him in the middle, too.
Those are good ones, guys.
It's fun.
All right, B1, you can leave now. No, okay. So it is our anniversary, so we probably should get out of here. I know Larry has the tournament he's got to go help out with. And
there's a lot of people out there, too.
There's
a good group of people out there.
There usually is. They have a good group. It fills up out there, and maybe we'll get some ADS people out there. You never know. So we are going to wrap things up here. Thanks to B1 for coming in. Are you ready for a trip to Pound Town?
Take multiple trips, but yes.
Sounds good. As the official mayor of Pound Town, I'm happy to give you a custom tour.
Thank you.
Yeah, personalized tour this evening. So
Thank you.
Yeah. That's going to wrap things up for us tonight here on Another Dumb Show. I have stuff to do. So stuff. People to do, places to be.
That's what they say. People to do.
Oh, I thought that was my gift.
Person.
Damn. You said multiples.
No, there was no multiples.
Multiples. You said multiple trips. I thought that's my. Oh wow. Okay.
No.
Multiple trips to the same place, man.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought I was doing multiple tours. I'm sorry.
No. Good luck with that. It would not be an anniversary gift.
I can't
For
think of a better,
you.
I can't think of a better time.
But it should be for you.
That's right. All right, that's going to wrap things up for us here in Another Dumb Show. Hey, thank you to everybody, all the super fans who were donated today. We obviously cannot do the show without you guys in the chat. I know I'm busting everybody's balls in the chat and everything, but and seriously, you guys are our core listeners right now, so I'm happy to have you guys, and we're happy to include you. Again, it's just a little bit more fun for me personally if I hear from you on the phones. I like to talk to people. That's kind of where I came from. So that's why I like talking to you guys. I get to feel like I get to know you a little bit better. And sometimes you guys are a little bit of internet tough guy pussies in the chat. So I'd love for you to be internet tough guy pussies on the phone. It's more fun. Just kidding. Thanks again for donating to everybody. Thank you. If you do not already subscribe to the show, make sure you do that. If you have not hit the little bell, make sure you do that. That way when you know when we'll go live. I have mentioned I'm going to just kind of go live every once in a while. Just kind of even when we're not actually doing the actual live show. So you want to make sure you have those turned on. Usually that's when I'm drunk is when that's happening. So some don't want to miss out on that. A lot of people have a good time doing that. Larry, what is your Twitter and all that bullshit so they can go find you, your pillows and all that stuff?
I'm never ready. I'm never ready with my. Wait, there it is.
Usually
there
at the end of the show is when you should be ready for that.
I know. I'm getting there. I had to get to the other tab. I am ADS Larry B on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me there, and then you can also check out at One Life to Play if you're interested in doing some video gaming, tournament stuff, all that. If you got a show and you want to do some studio stuff here too, we can fit you in. We can
That's
squeeze you
true.
in.
Yeah, we are
check that out too.
Yeah, we are only live from 5 to 7. So if you want to come in and work in the mornings and not touch any of my stuff at all, you're welcome to do that.
We're gonna talk about that one.
No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, so yeah, that's everything I do. But mostly, remember to check me out on Instagram and Twitter. Oh, and yeah, thank you so much to everybody who subscribed to our YouTube channel, One Life to Play on YouTube. We are almost there. I appreciate you guys' support. We will be releasing some content on that, but you can always go and find the live streams for like the tournaments and stuff like that right there as well. Thank you.
Trying to get to Pound Town. This guy's talking about YouTube channel.
I'm just saying. You asked me where is it all at.
And I'm on Instagram at Brittany Velocity.
Oh wow.
There's no.
Oh, she put it out there on the anniversary. She didn't do it last week.
There's no gaming on mine, but there's a lot of half naked pictures. So if you're into that kind of thing,
Damn, I don't even have a setup for that because I never thought she would say it.
Best half naked pictures in town, guys. So
I'm not typing in your last
name.
Speaking
of that, I think I would like to, and what better day than on our anniversary? To bring up my idea for that I mentioned yesterday. I think I would like to do a segment because I like boobs and I like butts and I like girls. I think I want to do another dumb Instagram model segment a couple times a week or once a day or a week or whatever.
I thought it was just another Instagram model. Did you want to?
Yeah, another
Instagram
put another dumb
in there?
Another dumb one. I haven't decided officially yet, but
So
I
no
like
official
that
title, but you announced
I
it.
like that.
And
Well,
okay.
I like that
Okay.
I do like it because it is a dime.
A dime.
Another damn Instagram model. A dime.
See, he didn't tell me this. I could probably had something else to
Wait,
go along
dime-
with it.
Wait, another. Dime?
Yeah. It
That-
just was no.
No, where's the E? That's a dim.
I gotta read between the lines.
That's a
honey,
dim.
so-
Oh, hey, bro.
So hey,
Bro.
I know
Bro.
she's not bro.
I'm
So
pretty.
we'll have. So yeah, if you want to submit who you think should be one of the another dumb Instagram models that we would highlight, I want to do that because again, I think I follow every thought on Instagram. So I mean, why not enjoy it a little bit? You know what I'm
Speaking of
saying?
boobs and stuff, I have a really funny story about Brady when we're done with this regarding boobs. So
Really?
it's pretty good. Yeah.
Good because I don't really have so it's interesting because I like I was saying growing up my dad is like was every hot chick you pointed out on TV like Vanna White from Wheel of Fortune. If she'd wear a backless dress, he'd be like, "Oh, she's wearing that dress backwards." You know what I mean? That's
Nice.
the kind
God,
of,
that's where you get those from.
yes,
That's
of course.
You. That
yes,
is you
yeah.
to
Like
a
he
T.
would always be like, "Man, that girl's got arthritis like this." That was one of his favorite ones, and he would also go, "Man, she's healthy, huh?" Get it? Healthy.
Yeah.
So those were all his things with me. So I can't help myself. But when I see something with the boys, I try to elbow them and tell them. But Keely, my daughter, it turns out she's the one that I'm doing this with now more than the boys, because we were at an event recently that she worked with, and there was somebody there who kind of had like a see-through dress on.
Yeah.
You could see their underwear and their butt, and she came up to me and she goes, "Damn, you see that ass?" That's my daughter saying this to me.
Keely likes boys and girls, so hey,
she likes everything.
She likes everything.
She's pansexual. She
is not judgmental
rules
whatsoever.
Yep. So, all right. So I think I like another dumb thought review. I like all these. I like all these ideas. Email them in. You got a one that you like? Share them. Send it in to @anotherdumbshow. You can send them to me in my DMs. And
just so you know, dumbs dimes doesn't work because that's saying dumbs dumb Instagram. So that's dumb's dumb twice. Don't do that.
It's also another dumb. Get it?
I know that. I'm just talking to the chat. Somebody said
I'm
dumb's
trying to help
dimes.
them. I'm trying to help them. I'm trying to help them out. So it'll morph again. Just send them in. Let's see some boobs.
Oh, there's a morph mission again. X-Men characters coming up. I appreciate it.
And on that note, we're going to wrap things up here today. This is what issue are we on? 11?
11.
Issue number 11. That's going to wrap things up for us here today. Again, send in your emails. That way, I'd love to hear from you guys. Not about what you don't want to hear. I'd love to hear what you do want to talk about. Let me know. That's a great way to get to hear what you talk about. If you tell me what you want to talk about, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. Then I'll be able to perhaps include that in the show. Not while I'm in the middle of doing it. Get it? Alrighty, guys. We're out of here. I hope you guys have a good night. Make sure you sub and ding the bell and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We are out of here. You guys get home safely. See you.
Bye.
Bye.